People are sharing the live. Let me share it to
Oh, that's
Visa
fine. Go ahead.
and
Let me
Cool.
share it on my end.
Thank you. Share the live. Share the live, everyone. Thank you, everybody. Share the live. I appreciate you, Tanya. Hey, oh hell. What's up? Y'all so quiet today. What's happening? What's
Ain't
up?
shit. Like,
How was
I'm
that
trying to get
day?
my shit together. Come
Hello, hello.
last little bit of grilling before you know, so I
I
got my
was just about to
notepad out.
ask.
Yep.
I was just about to ask who was grilling today or yesterday.
I grilled yesterday and today. That way I ain't got to worry about cooking nothing tomorrow.
I know that's right. I know that's right. How about you saying he was grilling? I didn't get to grill at all this summer, which was very sad. And I was off. I don't know what I was doing with my time. But
I dig it.
I did eat a lot of new fresh fruits, which was very great for me. I had a lot of I went to a couple of farmers markets and I found some new fruits. So
New
that
fruit?
was fun. Yeah, I'm a fruit
Like what?
girl. I love fruit.
How about, what do you mean by new fruit? Like new as new
Like
you trying it,
like
or new like okay? Now go ahead. I can't hear you.
sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I met
I
by
got.
what I oh sorry, yeah.
Oh no, go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, what I meant by new fruit was I have like yellow kiwis. I just tried yellow kiwis for the first time. They were really good. Um,
Yellow key. Okay.
yeah, a pink strawberry from somewhere in Asia. It was really good. And not pink as in it wasn't ripe yet. Like it was fully ripe, ready, but it was just pink.
It was a naturally
Um,
pink strawberry.
mhm. I tried
Okay.
a yellow watermelon for the first time, which was okay. I prefer the red.
I didn't
Um,
know they had blue
I,
strawberries either. I ordered some seeds, but I never got to plant them.
oh, word! I didn't know there was
Yeah,
a
they got
blue
blue.
strawberries either.
Yep, they got blue ones. See, I would
So
try some
yeah,
shit like that. Just to say I did it.
yeah, right. Like I love trying new fruits out, new food. Period. Like I'm a fat girl at heart, so
I would dig it.
How
Set
you
the
be like? I've been eating
GMO
this
up.
for a long time.
Set the GMO up. I can dig it, man. Like, I'm very. Oh, what's going on, Visa?
What's up, Visa? Good luck
What's
tonight.
going
Chilling,
Oh,
chilling,
thank
man.
you.
You amped, know what I mean? Did you already listen to your Rocky music and shit? And,
hell no. I just woke up.
oh, what the? Oh, we get a groggy visa. Okay.
Yeah, that's it's the intensity will slowly increase.
I could dig it. Yeah, get a little bit of rest and recharge and shit. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
And I
I'm
wish both
looking
of y'all
forward to hearing
man,
both of y'all.
yeah, y'all both heavy hitters, man. I got respect for both of y'all. Like I said, like I hope everything plays out well, and y'all both got good information, so it should be a good one. That's it.
Yes, definitely. Give me 1 minute, y'all.
Damn, it's quiet as shit. Man, what the fuck? Everybody. uh, thank you, Coco. Yeah. Should be real interesting.
Okay,
What's
what's
up,
good?
y'all?
Big Mama here. Okay, what's
All right, all
good?
right.
Nice. Dr. Visa, what's up? Big Mama here in the flesh. Okay, what's up, Napoleon? What's up?
What's good,
You
y'all?
said he's something.
Was good. Was
Hey,
good.
Already?
crew. Wait, we waiting
We got
on two more
yeah.
judges. Two more judges.
We
Wait,
Okay.
got
who's all the
Ali and
judges?
we got Ali and Frazier in the building.
Remember, like I
Who's all
told
the
you guys
judges?
earlier, is if when if my thing drops off, I'll come right. Just save my box. I'll come right back up because my tablet is resetting. So just want to let
Lady
y'all know.
Swan.
It gets my
Not
charger.
cool
So
showing up. Cool wanted this,
Hey,
baby. I don't know
y'all.
what you talking about. Not too much on my brother.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's a
like I
good
said, man,
debate.
I
I
got
think it's a
mad
good
respect
debate.
for both of y'all. This should be an excellent, excellent debate. I'm
Appreciate
looking
it.
forward to
Appreciate
it.
it.
Share the
Yes.
live,
I
everybody. Make sure
but
y'all give the host and the contestants. Fuck the
y'all
judges
know
at
I'm
this point.
excited.
Get
I
the
love
host
when
and
the
the
heavy hitters
contestants.
debate.
Fuck that.
Like I heard. Okay, so y'all know me. I was going around asking people who they thought would win. We had a few visas. We had a few cooling Haitians. Everybody discussed the entertainment factor. You feel me? So I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm looking for, even though I know y'all don't care, but some of y'all do. I'm looking for a presentation, dedication to viewpoints, references. That's what I'm looking for, and I'm looking for the entertainment factor. You know what I'm saying? This month, he's funny as hell. This guy over here, he's an antagonist. I want to see what this is gonna bring. I want them to keep it cute, but I know their personalities are gonna shine through. But I do think this will set the tone for all these new people that really don't know how we used to debate here or what it looks like to see two people that have debated here and one debates two debates. So I think that that's what I'm looking for is to really show y'all like, look at the heavy hitters. We're gonna be entertained. So that's the tea for me. Thank y'all for being here. I'm excited. Okay. Period. Point blank. Um,
Facts.
Anybody in the comments want to say who y'all money on if y'all not scared in front of the gentleman? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I'm not gonna say cool and Haitian
I
because
ain't
that's just
saying,
not mentally
man,
gonna
look.
happen. Not gonna say
This
cool
is
because
getting
that's a
called
bestie
right
I don't
down the
play.
middle. Like, shit. Whew.
Yeah, man. I don't know. Ain't cool if you don't bring it. I'm gonna go with beat the nigga because I love my nigga to death, but he know we gotta keep it real. In our group, we keep it real. Is it? Oh, it's a peasant. Oh, okay. So y'all, let's see what's gonna happen.
I think it's really good for people. Um, well, I don't know. We'll see because
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. I think it's cool. You know what I mean? It's a good Labor Day for Vigo. Let's put it that way. I mean, like I said, if it drops off, guys, please hold my spot. I'll come right back up.
You good? You good?
Because having like I dropped my phone and my tablet in the water. I don't know if people that try to call me. By the way, I can't. I can see it, but I mean, I can hear it vibrating, but I can't see the calls until I go get my other phone tomorrow. So, thank God for insurance, whatever. So who we waiting on? Oh, we're on Troller, right? Okay.
Is Troller coming? They said some Troller had
I
something on
think Issa said that it might be a problem, but if so, then she has a backup, or we expect controller to come.
I mean, we could keep it all the way funky. How about we bring King Knowledge to be a judge?
Oh,
That's
no,
last minute plug in.
Hey man, that's shit. Why not? He don't like me or Visa. That's what I'm talking about. Well, I don't know about this situation, but I know he don't like
work.
me.
But I don't know.
Phone's messed up, yo.
Yeah, I'm still here. Just to update, I'm waiting on either Chola or Munchie to show up. They are the last judges. Munchie was doing the backup to Chola.
And if
That's what
Munchie
we're
don't
waiting
show up,
on
do you
right
want to
now.
get King Knowledge? Like you're really cracking?
He's trying to give me.
I don't know. You think he'll still come short? I mean, I don't want him to come, but I don't think he will come so short notice.
Yeah,
I mean,
I was just look. I was just on his panel. And he clearly expressed to me his dissatisfaction from my tactics on this app. So how about we bring him along? I mean, thank you, Kamachi. I mean, I'll go there and ask him if he wants to come along.
Well, that's up to you and Issy. I'm just a timekeeper.
Visa, you got somebody in mind?
I mean, you might want to give Troller Munchie a couple more minutes, but I mean, I don't see why not.
But I heard that Troller had to kind of cancel, so I don't think he's arriving.
Okay,
I don't have
Labor Day.
much time on his phone. I would call him. Because I don't know if Issy spoke to Troller, but at this point we might need to ask. I mean, did you speak to Munchie? I meant to say.
Yes, I spoke to Munchie. Munchie said he was going to be here. I just messaged him again to see where he is, but I'm not. I don't know. So he said he was going to be here. That was like 30 minutes ago.
Well, you know, we on nigga time. No?
All the time.
Hey.
All the time.
You know, shit happens.
And wait, hold on. Where the ladies at? Because I feel like we do have some individuals like Kamachi.
Who could do it?
Kamachi, I feel like she could be a backup judge for this.
Leon, I don't know, a bunch of people could be judges.
Leon ain't live, is he? Look, my crush is in the comments. He could be a judge. I'm not even gonna. My crush is here.
About 7.
You already know, bro.
Hold on. Oh, Silver Diamond, you can't be up here having me blocked. Get down, girl. Bye.
No,
what is this about? That don't even make sense in the world. Where they do that at? How you do it? You gonna make me like kick you out? That's crazy.
Okay, does Visa have somebody that Visa wants to bring along? And by the way, are you going to be recording this?
Trolla is here. And Trolla got down.
Okay, so Chola's here. All right, cool. Quick question: is anybody going to be recording this? Because
we are recording right now.
Okay, well, if it's being recorded, then fuck everybody. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Where's Swan?
Swan is. I saw Swan.
He's good, Troller.
What's going on, y'all? I saw Swan.
This profile picture is funny as hell. Let me click it. Why he looking like that, y'all? Okay, I like the beard though. The beard, and I like that he didn't dye it with the Bengay or whatever they put on there. Okay. What is it called, y'all? I know what it's called. Y'all know
that's just for men. To use this.
Not just for men.
If it's gray, it's gray.
Mine was messing up too, y'all. Okay, well, it's the queen. Let me know when we're starting. I'm gonna try to get myself together real quick,
Oh,
but
just
I'm
for
ready when you
man.
is.
Where Visa? Oh, he up there.
He up
What's
top in
up,
the
Visa?
corner.
What up, cool action?
That nigga probably live streaming from his other page, telling him he finna win. Y'all know him.
What up, J Mo?
Yeah, I'm finna do this. Yeah,
Good
yeah,
was
yeah.
good, King.
So
Anything
you
I was
see
gonna
what
make it, Ezra?
represents? Might have to switch boxes. Okay, so yeah, it is being recorded, y'all. FYI, everybody try to keep your decorum. This, that, and the other. Um, who's the other judge? We got Trolla, Grinch. Who else was a judge?
Is it Rojas? Are you a judge, Rojas?
I pray not. Y'all doing too much with these bottom feeders for real.
Did you leave that woman alone? She ain't bother nobody. She's up here for the moral support. I ain't mad at that. Hell yeah. But
I
I think
can't
they got
hear
to drop
nothing.
down when the actual debate start, though.
Yeah, Spider. Not too much on box
Yeah.
11. Don't do that.
Okay,
Don't do
so I
that,
just
Spider.
bought I just bought a brand new charger, which is long, and it has a new charging head. So hopefully I don't have to drop off. Is Trolla in here? Somebody, we gotta wait for Trolla,
Yeah,
right?
Strolla's here. We
Oh yeah,
got
all right, cool.
Strolla. We got Cool. This one, I could have sworn I saw Swan up here. Did she drop down again? Because I was
Why
having
was
problems
Susie
on
kicked
my
out? Hold on,
side
why y'all
too.
kicking people out? Why y'all
Oh,
kicking
she
people out?
said,
People wanna,
cause we're not gonna
Nobody.
make it
Oh,
a spider panel. That's why I just
There
kicked
she go.
Susie. We're not
but why though?
oh.
Why kick people out? Like you're fucking up the
because
algorithm.
we're
Like
about to
something.
do a debate. Cool. That's I just said why I'm not gonna
Mute
make it
her
one.
ass.
That's why you
Yeah,
got it.
Susie uncontrollable, bro.
Okay.
Okay, we got Swan, Chola, J-Mo, Visa. Oh, everybody's here. Let's get this started, y'all. 7:15, which isn't bad. So I'm gonna have to ask everybody who is not a part of the debate, can you please drop down to the comments? I really appreciate you. If you are not a part of the debate, please drop down to the comments so I can lock said boxes. That goes for you, number 9 and number 11. Love you. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for the gifts. I don't know if y'all heard me when I was saying it before, but I really do appreciate it. Uh, I'm dropping you down, honey. Don't take it personal, but you wasn't listening. What's up? Thank y'all for coming out. We're gonna just try to get this debate started. Tonight we are debating, exploring the spirituality of Islam and Voodoo. They are going to be argued by both Cool and Haitian and Dr. Visa. It's gonna be a good one because I'm actually very excited to hear what both of these brothers got to say. Um, with that being said, we have our judges Swan, Trolla, and JMO. And we have our goddess of time today, Miss Spider Goddess. She will be doing the timing for you guys. So please pay her attention. We will be going straight into the rules. So we're doing opening, introductions, 5 minute introductions each. We have 3 rounds, 5 minutes each, three 4 minute rebuttals, and three 4 minute counters. Um, Judging. We will be judging on how clearly they explain their position, directly addressing the topic. If they made a convincing case, if they used specific evidence to explain the topic, explain the other side's weakness, and for the counter, if they respond directly to the other side's critique. So that will be a total of 6 points that each judge will be able to give each contestant, and one point coming from the audience. We will vote at the end of every round. Lastly, we will be fact checking. Rex, he is in the comment. Well, he's right here in my box one. He will be doing the fact checking for you guys. You will ask for a fact check before the rebuttal. And before the rebuttal, you will give that person the fact checker, a chance to fact check. And at the end, we will tell you what the answer is. If you are wrong in your facts, you will lose a point. Please remember, you will lose a point for incorrect facts. All right. With that being said, I believe I got everything out of the way. Um, we can actually get started. We can start with our introductions. We are going to roll the dice on the count of three. Can y'all let me know when y'all ready? Y'all can unmute when you have the dice emoji, and we will be telling who will go first.
Visa,
Hey,
are you there?
everybody coming in. Visa, cool, you
Yeah,
there?
I'm here.
Okay, so do you have the dice emoji ready?
I'm getting it ready right now.
Cool, you as well. Don't press it yet because I want y'all to press it at the same
Oh,
time.
never mind.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna
It's
wait.
fine. It's fine. Give me a second. Cool. You got the dice emoji?
You on the lines, is a
Oh, okay. But he said he
But
was
like
going to
they
have
said,
a little bit of
do you
trouble.
want all the judges on the same row? You want me to move up or just stay
Oh,
here?
yeah. Swan and Shola, can I get y'all to move to box 8 and 9 next to JMO, please? Just so the people have a distinction of who is judging and who is those are our judges at the bottom. Be nice, treat them well. I'm gonna wait a second. We're gonna wait a second for Cool to come back. Thank you, Spider, for holding it down for me while I was having some issues with my Vigo. I appreciate you, sister.
No, I'm ready when you are.
I'm waiting for Cool right now to come off the blind. Oh, yeah, he's having an issue. Give him a second.
Yeah, I think he's on a tablet, so he was saying that. So I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm excited. So you said opening introduction is 5 minutes. I can't wait to see what's up. Was you guys able to kind of talk about the layout, or are we all just kind of going to be surprised, Issa?
Well, we did talk about the layers. Very open format. They're just gonna be talking they ish for the 5 minutes of their opening rounds, and then the 4 minute rebuttals and counters. All of it is just open. I'm not asking any questions. Mommy.
Okay, cool. Back. Person in box.
Tony, I need you to drop down, Tony. I don't know what's happening. That's so cool. Cool, you back in here?
What's the question? Vibrant.
My apologies, bro. Listen, I got about
No problem.
like 40 minutes worth of power. So let's do it quickly. All right.
Okay, let's do it. Can you get your
My bad, bro.
dice emoji? You and Visa, get your dice emojis ready. So on a count of three, we can press it to see who
Okay.
goes first.
Oh, hold on. Where do I find that? Oh, my bad. My bad.
Visa, you ready, right?
It's failing me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, honey. Let me know when you got it, cool, and we'll do the
Hold
countdown.
on. My bad.
Mhm.
Dice. It's in a little smiley face. Cool. Got 50. You know. No, it's not that. It's my Somebody roll the dice for me, bro. This is not working. Fuck it. It's aggravating me, man.
Gotcha. I'll roll the dice for you. On the count of three,
Okay.
Visa, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Cool, you get to pick. You want to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay, Visa, you are going first with your opening statement of 5 minutes. Spider, let them know when it's time to go.
Are you ready, Visa?
Yeah, let me. I'm ready when.
Okay, and it starts right now.
All right. Assalamu alaikum. I'm a practitioner, a follower of Islam. Islam in itself is a statement on the activity of where you are at. They say that you have a religion, but in itself, when we speak in this religion, we speak of it as a deen. The definition of a deen is a debt, a DEBT. It is a debt. The three things that you need to understand is a deen, what Islam is, and a Muslim. A Muslim is one that is going to surrender, give up, submit, while a deen is going to be the debt that he acknowledges and he exchanges this life for the next. So Islam is speaking about him doing so voluntarily, that he must go into a willing contract with his creator to submit, to surrender, and to give up and exchange this life for the next. Please do not look at what I follow as a lifestyle or a way of life or a system of belief. This is an acknowledgement of a debt. Once this debt has been acknowledged, there is a particular set of rules that go along with this. I follow the Torah as well as the Psalms, as well as the Gospels that are not the New Testament. Anything that is aligned with the one true God, I follow the same religion as the sun. I follow the same religion as the moon and the stars. They acknowledge their debt. However, they do not have the ability to voluntarily submit to the one that created them, while I have the ability to voluntarily submit to the one that has created
Minutes
me.
remaining.
The object is to willfully give in exchange the way of this life for the way of the next life, to be rewarded in your next life. That God has sent, my creator has sent various men to guide me to this correct path, that there have been 144,000 men that have been sent to guide me to the straight path, and only through the guidance of my creator can I have this guidance in this life in order to be rewarded in the afterlife. Thank you.
Okay, you have. It sound like
Yeah.
no. You sound like you have some time remaining if you want to use it.
No, that's
Yeah, you have
fine.
1 minute and
That
54. Okay.
that's ample time. That's fine. I'm good.
All right, we're gonna go to Cool's first 5 minute round. His opening statements, 5 minutes. Spider, let him know when you're ready.
Cool, is you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Starts now.
Okay. First of all, peace to everybody that's on the panel and all the judges that came through. JMO, Trolla, Swan, thank you guys for coming through. Visa for being here. Obviously, it's the Queen Spider for hosting this. Thank you guys, the rep as well. So, let me just say this real quick. Udon. When people hear that word, there's such a negative connotation that comes with it, and a lot of it is based on propaganda. So, my objective tonight is to actually not only dispel that propaganda, but to also expose the faults of other quote unquote religions in terms of how they've done what they've done to us as black people. So I believe the original debate was Voodoo versus Islam, which is more beneficial to black people. That's kind of like the narrative that I'm going to go on by tonight. When it comes to Voodoo, we have to understand the elements, okay, and how these elements comprise in terms of not just human nature, but what it does for us spiritually as well. Voodoo is not just a religion; it's also a culture. It's a way of life. But primarily it's medicine. It's a science. And today I'm about to expose that and explain that to people. It's not what was happening in the 1930s when they showed the movie White Zombie, and it basically looked as if it was this crazy cult of which people just turning people into zombies and killing people and stuff like that. So we're not going to dispel the powers of propaganda. Voodoo comes from originally Africa, Benin. As it's presently known right now, it comes from Benin. Okay, and it's comprising of a lot of different things. So you got Ifa Santeria in the American South, we call it Hoodoo, right? In the Caribbean, Voodoo. The Latino countries, they call it Santeria. In Brazil, we call it Samba. But what it truly is, it's not as so much as like other mainstream religions, right? Where you have this categorically defined a version of that religion. Um, oh, I'm done. Okay, my bad. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up then.
No, you
So
have
in
3
Voodoo,
minutes remaining, brother.
okay, cool. So the number one thing that people don't understand, there's no devil worshiping, and Voodoo is not witchcraft, right? So there is something called Papa Bonje, which is exactly what you call a Dambala, which is the one supreme God. This is why Voodoo is so fluent. But Voodoo is also a warrior-like spirit in terms of your understanding. So, example, we don't turn the other cheek. You fight for your people, right? And I'm also going to dispel the notion that Voodoo is strictly for Haitians or blacks. No, it's a way of life, right? I'm going to quote people like Dr. Sebi. I'm going to quote a bunch of people because that's pretty much what they practice. Okay, that's what they come from. That's the lineage. So there's a lot of aspects to it that I'm going to dispel tonight, and a lot of aspects that I'm actually going to show people. And then I'm going to compare and contrast which is more beneficial to black people. Islam is the history of Islam, or those that profess to follow Islam. Because what happens is a lot of times we could take the religion, but we'll separate the people. But if the people are acting in regards to set religion, and that religion becomes very dominant over other people and take away their natural abilities to think, right? Take away their ancestral lineage, take away their culture and language, well, then it becomes detrimental to set people. So today we're going to talk about the influence of Voodoo and how Voodoo actually has elevated people and why is it so feared. And with that, I yield.
I hear that. Interesting, very interesting. We are about to go into round one. Round one is going to be started by Visa. And Spider, I'm going to let you let them know when you're ready. This is also another 5 minute round. I'm sorry.
Yeah, yeah. I was just gonna say, you got 5 minutes, and it's starting now. Visa, Visa, ready?
Yes, I am.
Okay, it's starting right now, brother.
Um, the most important thing that needs to be stressed is that what I wish for us to follow is something that gets us out of our flesh. This is nothing that is going to pertain to our physical or our lineage or a particular region. This is not the truth for the black man. This is the truth for all humanity. There should be one way for us all that is going to cross the lines of ethnicity as well as culture. That we are taught to divorce our culture and to accept a divine unified order within things. If I am only doing something that is going to be particularly African, or if I'm going to do something that is particularly Arab, this is going to be something that is going to not pertain to my soul. My soul has nothing to do with my flesh. And anything that we follow, it must be something that is going to predate us as a culture or predate us as a civilization. It's important to know that we need guidance in all areas of our life, and that because we eat the most in our lives, it is necessary for us to have a dietary law, as we see that heart disease, strokes, high blood pressure, diabetes, HPV that are going to be rampant within our community, it is definitely necessary for you to have a practice, if you will, that is going to incorporate a health factor. If we are not worried about our health, if we are not worried about our wellness, and we are only thinking about our spirit, this is something where we are going to be forgetting a portion of ourselves. While our practice should be spiritual, we must not forget that we are of spirit, we are of flesh, and we are of mind. So it is quite necessary for us to have more discipline and more structure. In Islam, we are governed in the times that we pray, in the holy days, the fasting that is going to promote autophagy within our bodies, that when we do not eat and when we do not drink, we're allowing our organs to heal themselves. When we have an ordinance for women, we have rules that are going to protect women from harm based upon the regulations and the ordinances that are going to be aligned with the morality. That when you have someone telling you to do something and giving you orders on how to do it, that not only do I know when to pray, I know how to pray, I know what is the proper way not to pray and what is the proper way to pray. That we know how to eat, but also we know what not to eat, but we also know how to kill these things if we have to eat this meat. That people today tell you that you need a therapist, but in reality, what we need is the guidance that was already written for our souls. That is all.
Okay, we are going into the rebuttal round, and this will be 4 minutes. Cool and Hasten, you ready? Spider, let them know.
Yes, I'm ready.
Did Cool and Haitian have his opening 5?
No, it goes to, he's going to rebut Visa,
Okay, cool.
and then Visa's going to counter, and then he's going to do his.
Okay, you ready, Cool? I'm ready.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
And we're starting
We gotta
now.
put
4 minutes.
Chapero ahí son. Give me a second, guys. I'm about to go home. I'm almost home. Okay, so yes. Okay, so do I rebuttal to what he said, or I just give my statements as well? How does that work?
This is your rebuttal. 4 minutes.
Okay, perfect. All right. Well, I will say this. That must be gonna. I heard what he said in terms of Islam and the practice and procedures of Islam. Specifically, when he spoke about the women and the food and different stuff like that, I heard him. The only thing I would say is this, right? Voodoo, first of all, is matriarchal. All the three major religions, whether it be Judaism, whether it be Christianity or Islam, are actually anti-women, right? Now, it's one thing to say something, but the practice itself proves that it's anti-women. Whereas in Voodoo, even through historical means, see, a lot of times we could just go by what's in the book, but I'm also going to be talking about what's actually being practiced. And what's being practiced in Islam, right, it's a culture that literally subjugates women. Whereas in Voodoo, women are elevated. So I'm going to give you an example real quick, right? In Islam, there's a passage of which it is okay to strike your wife, as long as it's not bigger or thicker than your thumb. You will not find that in Voodoo. Actually, based on the revolution that happened in Haiti, 33 or 35% of the people that participated in the war and that were elevated were women. Give you another example. How long has it taken a Muslim country to have a female president? Now compare that in contrast to a poor country like Haiti that had the first female president in the Americas back in the 1989? Right? And it's a poor country. It's supposed to be a backwards country. It's supposed to be a country full of people practicing quote unquote witchcraft and demonology, but that's not true. So the practice of Islam is very different from the ideology of Islam, right? It calls itself a religion of peace, but how many wars has it started? Now compare that to Voodoo. How many wars has Voodoo started? Not a lot. Give me a second. Right? Actually, not a lot. None. So we could talk about the practices. We could talk about different sects of Islam, how you're able to marry, remarry, right? Women are finally able to start driving in Saudi Arabia. That's not happening in countries that practice Voodoo. It gets subjugated, but let's be honest here. If you are a woman, do you rather live under the yoke of Islam or do you rather live under the yoke of Voodoo that elevates you to education, right? That allows you to have property rights that no other country in America has had prior to Haiti? And mind you, this is a Voodoo country, right? That's my bad, guys. If you hear people talking in the background. I got a minute. Give me a second. I'm about to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Monsieur, fais vite pour m'aller là. Oh, mettre Québec chez eux, faut m'aller, mais on va tout changer, non? Merci beaucoup, friend. All right, so yes, like I was saying, and my bad, guys, I'm trying to get this together. So, point blank period, look at the practice of it. It's one thing to say, hey, I'm this and I'm that, but in reality, what exactly are we doing? What's the practice of it? What exactly are we doing in terms of the people, the culture, the humanity of a woman? What's the humanity of a woman when it comes to Islam? It's subjugated. And as we get further more into the matter of women, in terms of food and all that other stuff he was talking about, we're actually going to break down facts, not just what it's supposed to be, because this is not emotional. This is supposed to be about facts. And the facts are, Voodoo has elevated women while Islam has systematically, for over 1,400 years, relegated women to a second-class citizen.
That's time, brother.
Time. Yes, so we are going into Visa's counter argument. This is another 4 minutes. So let the fighter let them know when you're ready.
Okay, brother Visa, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go. Starting now.
When I speak about Islam, it is the liberation of the woman's thought. To think that vanity is something that you pursue. In Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30, it says that beauty is vain. Remember that I am taught to follow all the prophets that were before me. It is an understanding that Sarah was taken from her husband based on her beauty, that we would see that the eyes are a portal for deception, that Lot's wife is going to make poor decisions based on her eyes, that we will also see that David is going to look through his window and make poor decisions based on his eyes, and Solomon is going to make poor decisions based on the women that he is with. That it is important that a woman be liberated for her understanding that her beauty is what is her value, but rather the thing that is her value is going to be the knowledge. And while Islam is going to take a precedence with a patriarchal society, however, must note that the woman is revered within the Torah. You would see that it says that we're supposed to honor our mothers and how we are supposed to take care of the neighbor. So it is important that we place our wives above our mothers and above our neighbors, that this is something that does need to be said. For us to understand that as long as we value ourselves in the flesh but speak about a spiritual practice, we will be hypocrites. It is very important for us to look at the root of the issues. Why are women being subjugated? Why are these negative things happening? Because we must value the woman. We must place value, covet it. When we value something, we must cover it. So this is that on that aspect. But let's please never forget that if we are saying that voodoo is not behind wars, there's a reason for this. They were subjugated. If this was an African spiritual practice that was going to be, it is something that was blended in to when they were colonized and they hid it inside of their Catholicism, and they blended their African gods inside of the Christian deities and the Christian saints and whatnot. It is still understood that there is much confusion within that spiritual practice, because there are various orishas and they have various clans and there are various guides. So it gets very confusing.
3-minute warning.
1 minute left.
Okay, so 1 minute. Okay. It gets very confusing, because if you go to someone that practices this and you ask them, hey, how many orishas are there? What different families are the orishas related to? And you will see that it leads you into confusion, because those are not even the gods. They have a supreme god, but they have a spiritual guide that is going to guide them to the main god. There are too many deities for me to wrap my mind around. And I do believe that it gets confusing for other people as well, because it's almost like, hey, you pick the god that you like the most, like a pair of shoes or an outfit or maybe even a favorite meal on a menu. That is all.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. We are going to Cool's first round statement. Cool, you have 5 minutes. Spider, let them know when you're ready.
All right, brother, you ready?
Uh-huh.
All right, starting now.
Okay, so first of all, non, parce que je suis ici. Attendez-moi, je suis au téléphone. Sorry, hello? Ah, damn, bro. I'm over here at my aunt's house, y'all, so my bad. They don't like Vigo. I will say this. In reference to what I heard him say about the gods, I'm going to dispel everything real quick, by the way. First of all, that's a lie. It's a misnomer and it's a lie. And he clearly stated that he doesn't know much about it because he's confused. Well, allow me to enlighten you, okay, sir? There's one God in Voodoo. The reason why you say the word Voodoo is because you're talking about Ifa. People that practice Voodoo, right, in all its forms, which is still the same thing, have different pronunciations. In Haiti, we might call it the Loa. You understand? But let me explain to you guys what all these Loas and Orishas really represent. And then I'm going to get into why they masked it into Catholicism and other religions, because they were enslaved and they want to get their heads cut off. But make no mistake, when they were praying to Mary, they weren't praying to Mary like the white man was. You got to understand the history as to the colonization of these people. They were praying to Ezra. So let me get to my first point. First thing first. There's not many gods in Voodoo. There's one God. That's number one. Number two, the spirits you're talking about, they are references to your ancestors. That's all it is. So example, if you've ever watched the movie Black Panther, and I'm going to break this down very simple. The movie Black Panther really represents a lot of Voodoo culture, and even the iridium, the vibranium they're talking about, that's really talking about iridium, that's an Hindi, a spatial metal. It's found in only a few countries in this world. So you got to understand something. When you're talking about Voodoo, that's why, you got to talk about the historical, the scientific, the spiritual, and the physical. Because all these things blend in. It's very hard to understand because it's not cookie cutter. Okay, cool. It's not a cookie cutter religion. Anybody could pick up a Bible or a Quran and say, okay, I'm going to read from Genesis to the end. But here's the difference with Voodoo. There's no beginning, there's no end, because it's all in between. That's the thing about it. Okay? That's the atlas of Voodoo. So, example. When your grandfather dies, is it idolatry to have a picture of your grandfather in your house? Is it idolatry to commemorate your grandfather and the fact that he was a patriot of your family? No, that's all it is. It's all a variation in terms of reverence to your ancestors. You're not praying to your ancestors. There's no intermediary between you and Father God. But understand this, though. Even in Voodoo, what you call God, there's no real God. It's all-encompassing. Men and women. Simple and plain. When the French colonized Haiti and the other parts of the Americas, including the Gullah Geechee people of North America, They had to hide the original religions because the colonizer, right? The colonizer would kill them, maim them, or sell them off. Well, you would ask yourself, was it just the Christian colonizer that did this? No. The Muslim colonizers did the same thing. They went to these other countries and they removed the religions of these people. They called them paganism and barbarian. So they would kill them. Most people, especially in Africa, that are now what we call Muslims, they were force converted through the centuries. And the last thing I'm gonna say is that he said, well, Voodoo got subjugated. They didn't start no wars. No, because the true peace is not in Islam, it's in Voodoo. You're not allowed to just go kill people. You're not allowed to just go pollute the waters. Look at these countries that practice these other major religions, and why do they fight each other? And on top of that, why do they gang up on other countries that don't believe in what they believe in? Right. So, if you truly want to understand lineage and ancestry, ask yourself, real quick, guys, Google this. Voodoo is 6,000 years old. How old is Islam? 1,400, 1,700 years? Islam is not even older than Judaism or Christianity. It is the last of the major religions. So, kill that's brainwashed you today to not believe who the fuck you.
Glitching, bro.
Come on now. I yield. Am I still glitching?
Can you please say that last part? You still got 20 more seconds.
No, what I was saying, can you hear me now?
No.
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you hear me now? What I was saying is, what do you want to believe in? The one that was forced upon your ancestors through the sword and blood, or the one that was already there before the colonizers came? The original colonizers are not the people that look like you. They're the people that look like everybody else, but they forced their religion upon you. Think about that.
Time. Sorry.
That was amazing. We are going into the rebuttal round. Visa, you have 4 minutes in this rebuttal round. Spider, let them know when you're ready.
Visa, you ready?
Absolutely, ma'am.
Okay. Time starts now.
The most problematic thing that I heard is about this whole thing about idolatry, as well as us dealing with our ancestors, which would be labeled as necromancy, us consulting with the dead. An idol in itself is going to be a representation or a symbol that is going to be something that we see or take the place of our creator. So all of these, he said that they were not praying to the Virgin Mary as the white man has. Please remember that one of the fundamental principles about Islam as well as Judaism is monotheism, that we believe in one God and it's not hypocritical, that we do not pray to other deities to us to be delivered by the one deity. This is the issue that we have with Christianity, that we pray directly to our creator, that while the prophets are guides, they are guiding us into how we are to follow our creator, that while the prophets are people that died before us, they were given us guidance. We do not consult them after death. That this whole idea of people having knowledge after death, or this idea of an ancestral Akashic record, is something that becomes very problematic. What if my ancestor was stupid? What if my ancestor was evil? How do we have the discernment to decide the difference between a good ancestor and a bad ancestor? So with this sacrifice as well, that we'll see them sacrificing dogs. They kill dogs in the name of Ogun. That they kill various animals and they do various rituals for their healing. That you might get sick and they might go and sacrifice and go to and bury this and get some money and some alcohol, a couple pieces of cake and maybe a banana. That there are various combinations that they believe to be beneficial to us. And there are people that were force converted. I do not deny this. This is not what Islam preaches. Islam says that there is no compulsion in religion. These were Arabs that wished to colonize Africans, and I do not agree with this. And I don't believe that you can't just kill people. because Haiti would say something otherwise. They're just killing people every day. It's Haitian on Haitian, voodoo on voodoo. If this was a spiritual practice that was actually helping people, wouldn't you think that the one place where they practice this the most, they would possibly been able to use this to their benefit? But it would seem as though that this these gods inside of this voodoo really does they don't really care for the people that are asking for his help. The question is how long Islam is, but rather I told you I follow the same religion as the earth. I follow
One
the same
minute.
religion as the sun. I follow the same religion as the angels. That I hear, I obey. The system in itself is that I obey the guidance that my creator has given me. I'm not making it up. That I hear, I use logic, I use reason, and I come to a reasonable conclusion based on the facts and the information that is presented around me and my environment. Islam is similar to a science. It must make sense, it must be reasonable, and it must not contradict itself. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. We are going to Cool's counter round. You have 4 minutes, Cool. Spider, let him know.
You ready, baby boy?
Oh yeah.
All right, let's go and start.
Okay, so first of all, let me counter some of the stuff he says. He says that they are if Haiti was he says voodoo on voodoo, black on black, whatever he said it. I'm confused because the Middle East is Muslim on Muslim. See, what he's not telling you, the Shias and Sunnis. Let me give you guys a good example of what happened in 1980s. And this is where a lack of geopolitics comes into play. Clearly, he doesn't have much, right, of that. First of all, Iran and Iraq went to war. One is Sunni, one is Shiite. Anybody want to guess how many people killed each other? But by the way, they were all Muslims. Well over a million. Okay? Now, mind you, Haiti's 13 million. Well over a million killed each other. So clearly, you can't say it's based on voodoo versus voodoo. No, it's called geopolitics. One was backed by the Soviet Union, the other one's backed by the United States. That was the beginning of the Mujahideen, by the way, which out of the Mujahideen came Al Qaeda, which obviously out of Al Qaeda is who? Osama bin Laden. So are you going to say the Saudis who hated him, mind you, he was a Saudi, was he not a Muslim?
3 minutes
Of course he was.
remaining.
So
3 minutes remaining.
geopolitics comes into play. That's number one. Number two, let me just very clear for him. Once again, there's not many gods in Voodoo. You keep repeating that, and that's a simple Google search will let you know that Voodoo itself is actually monotheistic. It is actually the oldest monotheistic religion on earth because they believe in the supreme God, Papa Bon Dieu. If there's one God you believe in, that would be monotheistic. Correct? Polytheistic is just many gods. It's not a polytheistic religion. It is monotheistic. So that's something we need to understand first of all. One more point. He said, well, if Voodoo was so powerful, basically, I'm assuming, and I'm going to paraphrase, it's almost like saying, well, why is Haiti so poor? Once again, geopolitics. Why do you have France, the United States, Canada, Great Britain putting their foot on Haiti? You know why? Because it represents liberty. And it did do something, Voodoo. It liberated people. The people that practice Voodoo, right, unlike any other of those faiths that you want to mention, did not liberate themselves to Christianity. They didn't liberate themselves to Islam. They definitely didn't liberate themselves to Judaism. Voodoo was the only religion that the people used as a science, sir, to be able to reach back to their ancestors and fight off the people that had their foots on their neck, that were raping their mothers, killing them, and all that type of stuff. That's just basically what it is. Now, one more thing I want to talk about, okay? In reference to what he said. Well, are the Palestinians Muslims? Now, ask yourself a question. Based on what you said in your logic, right? Because you say you use logic. Why are the Palestinians under the yoke of Israel since 1948? Matter of fact, since even before that with the Balfour Declaration. See, what people don't understand is the Middle East was carved up by the European powers, right? The map you see in the Middle East right now is not the original map of the Middle East. And then he says that Islam is science. Well, guys, take a
One
look at what
minute,
happened.
brother. 1 minute.
My bad. Okay, I'm almost done. Take a look what happened when the Second Caliphate invaded all these other countries in the Middle East. What happened? They suppressed science, they suppressed astrology, they suppressed women, they suppressed higher learning. It became a theocratical state. So it became a place where it was ruled by the theocracy, those who believed in higher learning in terms of Islam, not actual modern science. Imagine a place where a lot of the stuff was invented, got suppressed because of a religion. Voodoo doesn't do that, sir. Voodoo is fluid. That's the difference, sir. It's not error-based. It's based on the earth. Hence the four elements: air, water, earth, and fire. And I yield.
Okay, we are about to go to our first judging of round one. We're going to start with Swan. Swan, are you still there?
Yes, ma'am. I'm right here.
Okay, so you are able to say questions, comments, or concerns, and then you're going to give them your rating of 1 to 6. I'm going on mute. Do your
Okay.
thing.
Okay. Let me get my notes right here. The first one of the first things that I do want to say is I thought that we were talking about what was good for the black community. Were we talking about that? I thought that
Oh, I'm
like
gonna
I
get
thought it was
to that.
good.
I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna get to that. I'm just warming up.
Okay, okay, because I feel like we need to get to those parts because that's where I'm at. I'm trying to see what's best for the black community and why. I want to get into some of those things, and I really wish that we would leave out some of these statements, like if we were to ask women, if you go to somebody and say those things like that, if we could stay more factual, I believe cool. Definitely threw out facts. Um, he didn't give more of a sermony type thing like Visa did to me. It was more of a sermon versus giving actual tangible facts. Going forward, I would like to get more into tangible facts and more facts about these religions or ways of lives. I want to know what about Voodoo is going to take the black community forward. And when I say that, I'm saying like go within there and pull out the things of that that's going to take us there. And the same thing with Islam, not just say it's good for us and if you look around the world, no, tell us the things that's going to take the black community forward. Just get more into the Voodoo and the Islam, and stay away from the polls that we didn't do if you ask people and how we feel. Because I heard a lot of that from Visa, going through all of the rounds. So that's why my judgment right now. I say cool. The first round, yeah, cool. He did it for me because he stayed closest to facts versus a lot of feeling.
So, a number 1 to 6. What are you giving Cool and what are you giving Visa?
I'm going to give. I'll give Cool a 5. I'll give Cool a 5 because he did get into some of the feeling thing, like if you ask people and stuff like that. I wrote a list down. I have a lot for both of them. Okay. Um, for Visa, I wanted to know why was Islam so great because they fast, they don't eat and drink. Islam protects women. Well, there's people out there that have special diets that's healthy and that helps protect women and take care of women. Like those statements, I'm saying we got to keep that out. You guys will lose points from me on that.
Excuse
So
me? I directly told you why. Maybe
Hold
you
on,
should write your
Visa.
notes down.
Hold on, Visa. Hold on, Visa. Hold on. This is the judgment area. I made a mistake by letting Cool speak out, but he went directly back on mute. This is her portion right now. Swan, continue, and then we need a number on Visa. And please don't use that outburst in his judging. Thank you. It's on you, Swan. You still got to give your points for Visa.
He's in the blinds right now.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna move to. I don't know why I can't see when people are in the blinds, so please keep letting me know. We're gonna go to Trolla. We're gonna go to Trolla, and then I got it down that we got to go back to Visa.
Visa. Okay. Right now, I think that both of you guys' opening was great. I think you guys both did a good job on the opening. When it came down to the rebuttal, okay, when it came down to Visa's opening statement, I think he needed to expound more on Islam when he first opened it, but he did a good job at actually giving a synopsis of what Islam and what he was presenting. When it comes to the rebuttal, though, cool, you rebuttal, but you went into more of stuff about women when I don't think he really concentrated on women when he was talking about his opening statement. But so the rebuttal wasn't more concentrated on rebuttaling him. It was more concentrated on facts that you already had prepared for how women are affected by Islam. So in a sense, though, you also expounded more on when it came to Voodoo. You gave a great opening, great explanation of what you were trying to do and convey when it comes to Voodoo. So when it comes to the open, I think Cool won that part of it. But when it comes to rebuttal, Cool, I think you kind of lost that part of it because you failed to rebuttal him directly. You rebutted Islam and women driving and all of that other stuff, and that was more. It was completely outside of what I thought you were supposed to be talking about. Like when it was your turn to respond as a rebuttal, you should rebuttal what the person is saying, just to show that okay, what you just said right now, it doesn't have this. And at the time period where it's your time to go at Islam and you have your opening statement, then you're supposed to come with the facts about the women. So when it comes to rebuttal, you lose point. But I think right now you guys are really even at this point. I'm gonna say 7-7 for both sides because you guys both lacked in a certain area, but you guys both I'm telling you, both of y'all did a great job to me. Open. I think Pooh and Haitian definitely had a better opening when it comes to like the breakdown of what he was going to do further on in this debate. Whereas you did a good job too, Visa, but you didn't break down what you were going to convey in the debate at the opening. So I think you guys are about even right now. So I think it was a good debate so far.
Perfect. Just one thing, Trolla, we are giving out points 1 through 6. So to just be clear, you're giving them both perfect scores of 6s.
Oh, 1 through 6. My bad. Okay. So I'm gonna say one. If it's a scale of 1 through 6, both of you guys got a 4.
Okay, a 4. Gotcha. JMO, it's on you, and then Swan, we're gonna come back to you for Visa's points.
Okay. Once again, excellent opening by both contestants. There was a lot of information given, but I'm not sure. Well, I think Cool and Haitian, I think he came out swinging more. Like he was much more to the point, much more aggressive than Visa say. And I have a couple things jotted down here as well when I say that, he mentioned about the woman beating thing. Now, I don't know whether people want to tie this together, but last time I checked, the woman beating thing would be a domestic problem issue in the black community. So it's kind of like he threw two stones. He killed two birds with one stone in that throw. Both of y'all was great, but I think that Visa, you need to come out swinging more. Like Cool was much more aggressive, and I don't think I agree with Troller too. You didn't quite utilize your time as you should have. So make sure from this point on, and maybe bring out some visuals as well for the participants, so that way the crowd can kind of see what your diagram and what's that, if you understand what I'm saying. But if I was to do it now, I'll have to go 6-5 Cool. Because, like I said, Cool came out swinging a little bit more aggressive than Visa. Now, I mean, it's subject to change, but yeah, for right now, it's 6-5.
And Swan, we're gonna go to you for Visa score. We need a 1 through 6 score for Visa. Give it a second. She said she was having technical difficulties.
Yeah,
Thank you, Peyton.
I would give Visa a 3, because it was more sermony. Like I said before, there was a lot of others, like other people, like if you would have asked and things of that nature. And I wrote things down. If you guys need to hear the list, I want to hear more of actually how Islam was going to take the community forward. I got more feelings like from Visa. Like I was at one of the meetings or something like that versus facts, like who was giving. I need some facts. And like I said before, from both of them, I need more of that. I need more facts about what they're talking about, the Islam and the Voodoo, and keep it connected to going forward with our community. So Visa a 3.
Perfectly said. We are going to move into round two. And in this round, Cool is starting round two. So,
Okay.
Spider, ready for 5 minutes? Let him know when you're ready.
Wait a minute, Issa. I don't want to interrupt. I thought the
No
crowd
problem.
was supposed to vote as well, but is
Oh,
that
sorry.
afterwards?
Yes, you are right. Yes, you are so right. I'm sorry. I'm doing a lot of stuff in my house right now. I'm sorry. For round one, I apologize. We are going to the crowd to see who is getting this extra point. So if you are voting for Visa, please put a 1 in the comments. Visa will be a 1 in the comments.
Is it me or is it?
Okay, we are.
Oh,
Hold
my
on
bad.
1 second. 1 second. We are going to Cool now. If you have voted for Cool, put a 2 in the comments. 2 in the comments for Cool. Okay, there it is. Cool wins the audience vote. Now we are going into round two. I apologize for that. And Cool is starting round two. And again, it will be 5 minutes. Spider, let them know when you're ready.
Start when are you ready, baby?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, and start.
Okay, so let me apologize in advance, guys. My battery fucking dies. I'm still trying to charge this thing, so my bad. So far, it hasn't shut off on me. That's a good thing. Okay, so boom. To Swan's point, yes, let me focus a little bit more on the actual topic in terms of that was like an opening. So let me get right into it. It's amazing that you could use verbiage, lectures, a book, but no book, no verbiage, no lectures, no system of understanding can actually quantitate actuality, meaning practices and procedures. So I'm gonna give an example. The reason why I say Voodoo is way better for the black community in Islam is because it's been proven. Understand this real quick. Take a look at these societies prior to being conquest, prior to the conquest of the Europeans and the Arabs. They had their own religion, their own system of spiritual beliefs. They were not committing mass genocide. They were not committing infanticide. They were not committing femicide. And they were not polluting the earth and destroying the environment. So that's right there, lets you know straight up, and not just from the continent itself. Take a look at the Americas. Over 500 plus tribes, of which most of them were black people, by the way. Prior to the Europeans coming here, they were black. We didn't have mass enslavement in the Americas. We didn't have genocide in the Americas. We didn't have none of this nonsense. There was abundance going on. And then you want to take a look at places like, let's say, example, Haiti, Brazil, and those other places. Well, here's a kicker. It's been proven that the people in those places, including the people in the very Americas that a lot of people don't know about, which is the Gullah people, they practice a culture called Geechee. Guess what? They're very linked and close to African spirituality. We don't have none of that going on, right? And these are black societies. So if you got a black society that liberated the people from slavery, allowed them to govern themselves, and then you have a society with the Muslims. Quick question. What have they done for black people? The best Muslims that have actually done anything for black people have been black people themselves. We could take the Nation of Islam, you could take Farrakhan, you could take all these other people. What do they practice? They practice liberation of black people. It's another form of liberation theology. But the original people that were Muslim, the original people that made it popular, what have they done? They go to the Sudan, you got a Darfur. They go to Nigeria, they divide. Right? They take and they steal from black people. They destroy black people. What does the black woman do when she goes to these countries? Ladies and gentlemen, out of Visa's own mouth yesterday, he was explaining that a lot of these people, they get taken from their homeland. These are black people, by the way. When they go to these, cool. When they go to the Arab countries, which are once again Muslim, see, we can't differentiate. What happens? They take their passports, and these women are sold into sex slavery. That's just what it is. So, what has it done? Matter of fact, let's take the Arabs that come to the Americas. And I'm not trying to be racist, but what do? They establish businesses in the black communities, and what do? They take, and take. And what do they give back? Nothing. They call you a kafir. That's what they do. So it's very simple. Voodoo has done for the black community. And I'm going to go ahead and expand more on it as we continue going. And then let's ask Visa, what has Islam done? Just maybe one thing that's tangible that Islam has done for the black community, not just in America or Haiti, but around the world. Name me one thing that is done that's tangible. Whether it be liberation, whether it be economics, whether it be social status, one thing. Just one. Just name me one. And I'll go mute.
That's time.
All right, Visa. Perfect. All right, Visa. We're about to go into your rebuttal. No problem.
I'll tell you when I'm ready.
Spider,
Give me one moment.
no problem. Perfect. So while we
Share
are
the
giving
live.
people minutes and moments, right, J-Bo?
Share the live. Gift the
Share
host
the
and the
live.
contestants, y'all. Straight
Give
up. Y'all get some good
everyone.
info.
If I drop off, by the way, guys, can Visa, I don't know if you'll agree to this. If I drop off, can you hold on a little bit and you'll still get your time? Just allow me to reboot if I do drop off, please.
No problem. We'll make an allowance for that. Also, while we are getting into things, please look up Cool and Haitian, our prodigal son. He is on YouTube while he's getting
Yes,
his phone
sir.
together. Uh,
And okay, go ahead, my bad.
just a little commercial break while Visa's getting it together. You have
Appreciate
something
it.
to say about it?
Oh no, I was just gonna say that it's pretty much a sum total of everything I've been through, whether it be losing my place, the scamming, even the bullshit on here, but it's a sum total of everything. So that basically using my life so that people could either A, not do something, you know what I mean? I know I troll out on Beagle, but you could from people. And I'm seeing much on this app. The ugly. It is what it is. And I want to make one more statement. I want people to understand the reason why I asked for Troll to be a host because this is greater than me and Troll arguing. And I think he'd be a great judge. So I said, you know what? Let's pick him to be a judge because at the end of the day, I do believe that he would be a good judge. Same thing for Tanya, for example. So before, when I was on Kenzo's panel, I kind of had a lot of different things in my ear and stuff like that. So I will apologize for kind of like leaving that panel to both Kenzo, Mugga, and Tanya. So I'll do and also to Troll as well because I think I didn't see the bigger picture. It's based on my ego. So I just kind of like give that statement out here.
Hey, cool, man. You was going in and out real bad.
Oh shit!
You might
Damn, I
want
thought
to.
people heard me.
Yeah. I ain't
But
gonna.
I,
I ain't
I
gonna.
We
You know
heard
what
heard
up?
you.
you.
Yeah.
We, but I want
Oh,
I
y'all
want
heard
to
me?
see if you
Okay.
can go somewhere else because during the the debate, you know, is kind of going out at certain points, and I want you to be fully heard. But we heard you,
It's
but
just,
it's like
I dropped.
switching a little.
Look, I
Yeah,
did
yeah,
something
yeah.
dumb. I jumped in the water with my phone, came back, grabbed the tablet with my hand, and I retarded shit. So my phone's fucked up, and my tablet's pretty much bad too. So it's just what it is. I apologize about that, but I'm waiting on Visa to get here. In the meantime,
No, I'm
I
here.
kind of wish you could.
I'm waiting for y'all to.
Oh, you
I'm
here? Are
ready.
you ready? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead.
just real
I was
quick, one
waiting
more
for
thing.
Spider.
Yeah, one more thing while we're doing promotions, one more thing. We do have next Sunday, September 8th, Tanya versus Elder Slim. 90s rap music. Did it ruin the black community? That will be at 1 p.m. Eastern, September 8th. And if you like the flyers, please hit up Rep Retaliations Box 1 and Robo AI. He be doing my flyers and they be looking great. That's all I wanted to say. Spider, let them know when you're ready.
Okay, so who's next? Cool.
No.
No,
No,
no, it
we're
was
going
Visa's
to
turn. It was
Visa.
Visa's turn.
Yeah, we're going to Visa for his rebuttal, 4 minute rebuttal.
Are you ready, Visa?
Yes, I am.
All right, and start.
Maybe it wasn't heard the first time that I was focusing on health, but I also said that anything that only focuses on our lineage or our flesh cannot be blended into a spiritual practice. How can we speak about our souls and our flesh at the same time? While the black community feels as though it's something they need for themselves, but this is only reciprocating and going and repeating the same process where the oppressed become the oppressor to begin with. Um, the health factor in the community is one of the most prevalent things. African Americans are obese. They do not fast. Do you not understand that homosexuality is rampant within the community because we do not have a structure? There are things that are going on within the lifestyle of the black community that needs to be tailored, that needs to be structured, that needs to be disciplined. We are victims of the healthcare crisis. We are addicted to drugs. We are addicted to pharmaceutical drugs that are coming from the government, that we need to have guidance with the medicines that we are putting in our bodies. We need to have guidance for how we are treating our bodies, that we are instructed and we are commanded to fast. And this fasting is something that is beneficial to our bodies. I was told to give facts. A dry fast promotes autophagy in your body, where your pancreas is not going to have to work to break down the food that is inside of your body, therefore allowing your body to heal itself because it causes calories in order to break down food. So if you are fasting, this is something that is beneficial to you. If someone tells you that you cannot eat pork, this is something that is beneficial to you. That when we are speaking about what we are suffering from, we suffer from an ignorance. That if the number one way that we are being killed is inside of our kitchens and inside of our hospitals, then these are the first places that we need to go to. Why are African American babies dying at alarming rates? Why are Africans running towards other things outside of what is conventional? We see that African Americans are running to spiritualism today because they believe that Christianity has failed them. The system of Islam today is not something that has helped us. It is something that will help us, as we can see with the black men in the prison systems. We see that when they have nothing, they are going to structure, they are going to discipline, and they are going to brotherhood. I cannot say that the sub-Saharan slave trade and what they have done as far as the Arab culture, but this is not the Islam religion. Remember, you have the practice and you have human beings that have corrupted it. The black man has never been truly involved in Islam. They may have been enslaved with it, but when he chose it for himself, he holds on to it and it helps him through his struggle. There are more black African American men in prison practicing religion than outside of jail that would be practicing their religion. We must look at what they are going to on their own.
That's time, brother.
Okay, we are about to go to Cool. I see Cool ready for his counter. That will be 4 minutes for his counter. Spider, let him know when you're ready.
Spider.
You ready? All right, let's go and start.
Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna rebuttal him. I'm gonna use what the judges said in terms of rebutting to his statements and what we just got. I'm rebuttal lecture. Very simple. Guys, let's use logic here. He says that what we eat, we're obese and all this other stuff. That is a byproduct of colonialism. Do you think the people, the original black people, whether the Americas, the Central America, North, Central, Middle, whatever, Africa, do you think they were obese back in the day? No, that is a byproduct of poor economics and places and people like Monsanto that is pushing that upon all peoples throughout the world. That's number one. Also states that in Islam you should not eat pork and it's bad for you. But who is the number one people selling junk food in black communities? It will happen to be people that are quote unquote Muslims selling junk food, shit that they won't eat but they'll give to you. That's how much they think about you, right? So if we're gonna talk about healthcare, well, I don't think anybody here would disagree that Dr. Sebi was a pioneer in healthcare, correct? Well, let's talk about this. Where do you think his lineage comes from? Because his lineage doesn't matter. Well, if you don't know your lineage, how could you know your history? History is important for you to know who you are. Then he also stated that Islam hasn't helped anybody, but it will help somebody. So it's like a bad politician. It's like you keep voting for the Democrats, right? And I'm just using an example, but they've never done nothing for you. But every 4 years, they promise they will do something for you. Well, let me tell you something that's actually done something for us. Those that practice Voodoo, my friend, they eat from the land. What we in America would call organic, even the people that practice hoodoo in Louisiana, the Seminoles example, right? The people that practice in the Gullah Geechee. Now notice, I'm not just going to keep focusing on Haiti. I'm actually focusing on Black American culture. Those that for Columbus. You thought that they were eating that? No, they weren't eating that. They were eating natural. They were the healthiest people on earth. And still to this day, given all the poison that's being put upon the people in America, here's the kicker. They're still the best athletes, the best entertainers. They're the most creative people. Everybody on earth, including those that are Muslim and Arab, follow Black American culture. There's a reason for that, my friend. Now, do you guys think being colonized by the white men in Europe, you were colonized by the Arabs in Saudi Arabia or something like that, or the Middle East, do you think you'd actually be able to do that? No, you wouldn't, because their colonization is literally penal. It's like a penal colony. You're a prisoner forever, okay? So if you're going to talk about food, well, my friend, who is spreading the bullshit? It's not the people that are black over here. Our original people did not eat those things. So you got to think about the effects of colonialism. And Islam has been a colonial power within the black community forever. Last point. He says when black men go to prison, they turn to religion and spirituality. My friend, we are innately spiritual. But if you go to prison, they put a Bible upon you. And if you go to prison, all you hear about is Islam. How many people are talking about voodoo in prison? Make it make sense. Not a lot, because the negative connotation of it, right? People are scared because they don't understand it. Why? Why do you think you're scared to understand it? Because a lot of it is your lineage. So if voodoo was just in Haiti or just in Africa, I'd understand. But if it's everywhere that people on earth are marginalized and they use it as a source of strength to overcome their oppressors, don't you think there's a reason why it's being done like that? The Arabs, aka the Muslims, who you just admitted haven't done shit for black people, are the protagonists. They're the protagonists in the story. They're the ones actually penalizing black people all throughout Africa, all throughout the Americas. Make no mistake, Islam is not a religion of peace. Islam is not about healthcare. Like I said, they are things you can say in a book, you can preach, there's theology, right? But the practices haven't been proven. You just admitted right now, and I want people to pay attention, that Islam
That's
didn't do
time,
much,
brother.
right?
That's time.
So why?
Thank
That's
you. That's
time, baby.
time. That's time.
Okay, I'm done.
So, no problem. No problem. We are going
My bad.
into Visa's second round statement. He has 5 minutes. Spider, let him know when you're ready. Let Spider let you know when you're ready.
And start.
To say that you all eat from the land could not be something that is substantiated. If we are saying that who is selling junk food, the Arabs are not, the Arabs of the convenience stores are not responsible for the big meat companies that are owned by the same tobacco companies that are behind the government. Let's get this understood. These are immigrants that are coming into the community and they are selling things inside a convenience store. They are not the ones that are responsible for the marketing. They're not responsible for the FDA. They're not responsible for the USDA and those that are they're having their certifications. So if you're going to say that the Haitians are known for not having disease, that the Haitians are known for not being poor, that the Haitians are known for being a progressive society, we can't say this. That we have had a large amount of time to see what that this is labeled to be their national religion. That we would see that it has not helped them as one of the poorest countries in the northern hemisphere, or if the poorest country in the northern hemisphere. Please don't quote me. That we would see that from the direct facts, it has not helped them. They are not eating proper foods. We have their president is being killed. They're rampant with gangs. There is no discipline. There is no structure. There is no value for human life. The things that were mentioned as well were as far as these Iraq and Iran conflicts. You do realize that this is culture. The spirituality should not be blended in with culture because we all have a spirit. Not black people are not the only people with spirits in the world. That we must remember that this is still the practice where we are going to drink alcohol. We are
3
going to
minutes.
become possessed with this particular spirit, and we're going to do various things and be possessed within these deities. That there are very let's say less than savory practices within this religious organization. They believe in some things that are not going to be beneficial to our community because we would see that it hasn't helped us. They use sacrifices, they use machetes, and they go and they kill various animals. They go to various cemeteries. They believe in various rituals that are supposed to be helping us. But all of these things are constantly about the material gain. They never speak about a particular afterlife, and it is only speaking about the right now. It is only speaking to your desires, whether you want love, whether you want money, whether you want some type of job in the future. When we look at voodoo and we compare it to Islam, we must remember every day we are going to eat. Every day we go to sleep. Every day we have to use the restroom. If you don't have a spiritual practice that goes into every facet of your life, you're still going to be confused, looking for guidance, because this is why they are always looking for guidance. That's all.
Can I rebuttal to that rebuttal or no?
No, that was his second round opening. That was his second round statement. So you're fine. You're about to rebuttal right now. I was just making sure that he was done. But he is. Spider, let Cool know when you're ready for his 4-minute rebuttal.
Okay, you ready, Cool? I'm sorry,
I'm ready.
I'm on point, y'all. So, I'm on. So, 4 minutes, you ready, right?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay,
All right,
so
and
shit, I got hyper
go.
fast.
Starting now, Gula.
Let this first that he made, he said that. Hold on, let me.
Wait.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay,
Hold
go.
on, cool.
I
Two
don't have much
things.
percentage,
One,
guys. One. Mm-hmm.
I know, but one, we could barely hear you, and two, one of our judges just dropped. I don't know what's going on with Vigo tonight, but we just having issues. And
Oh
I need her
wow.
to hear your
She
rebuttal.
was on the lines for a long time, so I don't even know if she heard Visa's.
Because my phone is tripping. I want to get this out.
Okay, get your rebuttal out.
Can somebody call her or something? No way. No.
Give me a second.
Okay. All right.
And I'm gonna restart the
There she
time. So
goes.
we just
Yes,
all right.
we're
So is
starting
y'all
the time, but here
ready?
she comes. She just coming. She let her get back on her box. There we go. All right, Spawn. We are going to the 4-minute
Can I
rebuttal.
go now? Okay. All right. So, oh boy. I'm
Go ahead,
going to
baby.
pay attention. Oh, Stroll's in the lines now. Oh shit. Stroller here.
No, I'm here. I'm here. I
We're
can
gonna have
hear
to
you.
kidnap these
I'm
judges.
here. No,
Oh,
I'm
he's here.
here. I
Okay,
can
cool.
hear you.
All right. So
Yeah,
PB.
we all here. Yeah, we here.
Perfect. Now, okay. So now check this out. He says that the Arabs. I'm gonna go by his first point that he rebutted on, right? And then he got lost, but I'm gonna bring him back. He said that the Arabs are immigrants. They come here and they're not the ones that process this and make this and do that. So basically, they sell it to you. So I'm confused. If Islam is not about religion, it's not about color, it's supposed to be beyond culture. Why would they still sell you the bullshit if they're so-called Muslims? See, that's the thing. You are a second-tier Muslim to the Arabs because inherently it's an Arab religion. So the culture is going to be infused into it. Anybody want to know why they have the crescent moon? And I'm about to explain this real quick. When Anatolia fell, right? I mean, my bad. When the Byzantine Empire fell, and y'all can fact check this, they simply went to Constantinople, which was the capital. They turned to the capital is right now, and they simply adopted the flag. So that lets you know the mindset of a conqueror. Understand this: they will sell you the food, they will sell you the product, right? But they won't eat it themselves. You know why? Because they're the real Muslims. But you, as black people, who are supposed to be their brother, they could sell you the junk that he himself just said is poison. So I'm confused. How many of you guys, if they gave you a gun, would you shoot your own mother? Of course not. You would not do that. So unless you don't like him, right? We could talk about the theories of Islam. But once again, what is theories compared to practice? It's like me running around this app saying, I'm the greatest guy on earth, but has my behavior been the greatest on earth? Absolutely not. So we also got to go by the practices, sir. In the practice of Islam in the black community is as of an oppressor. Period, point blank. Now, let me counter something he said as well. He said that they go into the cemeteries, they pray, they do that. Sir, we're not afraid of our ancestors. You know why? The same way that every time you speak, say, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is he also not dead? I'm confused here. Do you not give him reverence? That is reverence. It's just a Prophet Muhammad upon every single statement that you make. So I'm confused. Is that not idolatry? Since you're saying that it's idolatry for us to talk about our ancestors, so I'm supposed to not love my grandmother? It makes sense because she's dead, but you every single sentence mention Muhammad. Is he also not dead? Make it make sense. So what I'm simply doing is checking every
Minute.
single point that you make, and every single point that you make, it sounds like right. We got to look at the facts of this. If I'm going to give according to what you said a bullshit, then how can I see you as a brother? See you as a brother. Oh, by the way, next round, I'm going to explain to you how the Middle Eastern countries got rich off the backs of blacks all over the world, not just in Africa. So you are taking, but yet you as a black man, you're taking the religion of your oppressor to try to give it to us to so-called make us feel better? No, there's no such thing. I want to go with my ancestors because my ancestors, my friend, were not colonizing me. Don't get it twisted. There's geopolitics and there's actuality. In the actuality, sir, when I mentioned Iran and Iraq, these are two Muslim sects that are fighting each other because you said the people in Haiti are practicing voodoo, but they're fighting each other. I was simply countering what you were saying with your logic to show you that your logic was flawed.
Time, brother.
Islam is
That's
a flawed
time.
religion. And by the way,
That's
he
time,
never
baby.
explained to me one
That's
good thing he did for the
time.
black community. Oh, my bad, my bad, my bad. Go ahead, go
Time.
ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So with that being said, that was your rebuttal, and we are about to go to Visa's counter. Visa, let Spider know you're ready. Spider, let him
I'm
know when
ready.
you're
I'm
ready.
ready, Sister Spider. I'm ready.
And boom, let's go. Starting now.
Yes, the Arabs may be selling the foods, but Arabs are not in charge of the companies. They may be selling the junk food, but they are eating the junk food as well. Islam is not a religion that is from the Arabs. Please pay attention to that, my dear brother. That we must remember, do the Arabs own Walmart? Do the Arabs own Kroger? Absolutely not. Do you understand that the majority of us are going to be shopping at grocery stores such as Walmart and Kroger? Now, there may be inside of America something called a food desert, where there are places in cities where they don't have grocery stores and they have to go to gas stations where the Arabs are going to be selling them. But the majority of people now, especially with Instacart, you can use food stamps on Instacart, and they are going to be ordering their groceries. Walmart, even in the country, they have Walmart. So please remember that being Muslim is different than the culture. It is considered that Noah, that Adam, that Abraham, that Moses, that these men are going to be Muslim. That the way of being a Muslim is that you surrender, you hear and obey your creator, and you only believe that there is one creator. That this is the religion of Islam. That why would I honor the dead? What can a dead man do for a man that is living? Remember that the knowledge that we follow from the men that are dead was knowledge that was given while they were living, not knowledge that was given post. Do you understand that we do not follow the way of Muhammad? I follow the way of Abraham. I follow the way of Moses. That I follow these laws that were given before Muhammad. So when you keep on focusing on these Arabs, Muhammad said that Moses was a black man from the tribe of Shanu'eth, that he was a dark-skinned, complected man. And we know from the scriptures that he looked different than the Egyptians. But we also know that every knee shall bow, every tongue shall confess that there will be a time in which, this is in Isaiah chapter 45, verse 14, that we understand that there will be a time that everybody will recognize the one true God. It's understood that every race, every creed, every lineage will all fall and bow down to the one true God, devoid of whether they were going to be of the black culture. That this is a trap that we follow, that we always are looking for somebody to help the black man. Well, maybe the black
One
man can
minute.
help himself by focusing on his soul and not his flesh, because every time we look on things that are temporary, we never focus on the things that are permanent, such as God's love, such as the law of God, and following what God has ordained. And I'm going to tell you again, how many big back bitches is it going to take before you realize that you need to fast and go on a diet? Thank you.
Perfect.
Is it my turn?
Perfect.
I'm running out of battery. That's why I'm like trying to get it in.
Yes,
All right, so
this is
peep
your
this. With you and I don't know who this Swan lady is, but she's quite unprofessional. The fact that she's constantly giving her opinion, but I'm giving a sermon. I don't know who she is, but this is
Whoa,
how I
hold on.
speak. And I
Okay.
find it very unprofessional her as a judge for her to be constantly giving other people her opinion about how I give my presentation before it's even her time to speak.
But she's a judge. She's here to judge. But
I don't
okay, I
know. I
got you.
don't know
I
who
hear
the
what you're
woman.
saying.
I'm just saying, just like I don't know who she is, but I'm not liking how she's coming at all. Because it's like I've
Okay.
been on
Can
here
I,
for what? I've been going on here for pushing on 4 years now. This is how I speak. So for a woman to come in here and say that I speak like I have a sermon, this is how I talk.
Okay, I get
can I
it.
go?
I get it. I don't. Yeah, I don't want to. Because Cool already has his battery, right? So this is his.
It's acting up. That's
I'm
why.
sorry. Yeah, no
No, I'm
problem.
saying it's
Check.
acting up. My battery's fucking up. That's why. My bad. So can I go now or?
1 second. Yes, you could
Okay.
go. Spider, let him know when you're ready. 4 minutes for his last counter.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
counter.
this is
Okay.
his last counter. Yeah, this is his counter.
So 4 minutes starting now. Go.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you guys. I think he just demonstrated Islam right now. He said for a woman, right? So once again, the opinions of a woman have always been secondary to Islam, which is proving my point, right? Now, let's get into it real quick. He keeps saying that the black man is looking for someone to give them practically a handout. We got to look at that to save our souls and this and that. Sir, we didn't need that when we were teaching the Arabs and the white man how to read and wash their ass, by the way. These are historical facts. So, when someone tells you about your soul but doesn't come from your culture, doesn't know what you've been through, your plight, but pushes their religion upon you, that's oppression. That's simply what it is. And I'm gonna keep asking that same question. Name me one thing that Islam has done for the black people that's tangible. That would be zero. So to say that, well, they're not the ones responsible for Walmart, once again, you're missing my point. I'm going to sell my brother poison, sir. You're selling your brother poison. Arabs, Islam, whatever you want to call yourselves, differentiate however you want to differentiate. It's the same sect. You've done nothing but take from the black community around the world. But I'm gonna tell you what voodoo has done, and the people that practice voodoo has done. They're the ones when they defeated the French, allowed America to double its size. It's called the Louisiana Purchase that happened in 1803. Pay attention. Napoleon got his first ass kicked in Haiti by those so-called savages, uneducated, poor. Like you said, the poorest in the hemisphere. Once again, ignore geopolitics. How do you being the richest island in to becoming the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere and one of the poorest in the world unless you're being so oppressed by the people that don't like your ideology? It's called liberation ideology, not just in theory, but in practice, right? In Savannah, look it up, guys. There's statues of
Two
those so-called
minutes.
voodoo practicing Haitians in Savannah. The comments just throws up my thought. There's statues, right, of these so-called voodoo practicing Haitians in Savannah, Georgia. The same people that also founded Chicago, right? The same people, if you look at, there's three different places in America that were named after Haiti. Not because they love Haitians, but because they love the representation of freedom, sir. See, the fundamental right of human beings is to be free. Freedom of choice, freedom to be able to live somewhere, all that type of stuff. And let's continue. Once again, all the different things. We're at what, number 4 or 5 of what the quote unquote voodoo has done for people in America, black people specifically. What was the first country, all people blacks, to be able to immigrate there? Matter of fact, there was a practice in this country, started by the president and Frederick Douglass, called the Back to Haiti movement. These are acts. There's never back to any because they enslave our
1 minute.
people. Different. We're going to talk about what was done by the Voodoo people. No other country in the history of this world has actually contributed more to the United States in terms of black people than Haiti has. Look at your history, sir. From the founding of Chicago, from Voodoo in Louisiana to the alliance with the Gullah Geechee people, to the Battle of Savannah, to the battles of Buffalo, okay? Even the battles of Gettysburg, sir. Let me explain to you what I was done because we believe that all blacks are equal. And yes, it might be a black supremacist religion in terms of how we view it, but I'm confused. Everybody wants to be supremacy against us. Why can't we believe in ourselves? We're not looking for the white man or the Arab to give us anything. We just want him to get the fuck out of our way so we could progress. That is the essential understanding of Voodoo. Freedom, not subjugation to religion, sir, which is what your people do. And it's so sad when they have black people brainwashed to the point of which now you want to impose the same oppression on us that they did to you.
Time.
It's sad. So we're not going to talk about what was given to us. We just want our peace to be able to accomplish things, which we have, by the way, unlike the Arabs. My bad.
Time cool. So with that being said, we're about to move into Visa's portion. His first, I'm sorry, his second round statement. He has 5 minutes. Are you ready, Spider?
Your culture. Can I start or no? My bad.
No, let Spider let you know. She has to reset her timer.
And go ahead and start.
Your culture has nothing to do with your soul. Your culture is going to be having to do with your phenotype, the things that are outside of you, that are directly from your environment, that have control over you. You must remember that these are things that are going to be in various places, such as you said. You might have Ifa, we might have Santeria, you might have Hoodoo, you might have Voodoo, based on your particular culture, and they're going to add to it. If the thing that is necessary is to not add to God. We're not supposed to add to God's word. We're not supposed to add another God. Logically, we must realize there must be one God before there are multiple gods. The problem is that we do not need to see God actually in order to believe in God. I do not need to consult with my ancestors because it's an understanding that the Creator has already provided for me. That is too subjective for me. Everyone keeps on speaking about facts. I rather subjectively say that the knowledge and the guidance has already been given and I must follow it, and that my creator did not leave anything undone for me, as opposed to waiting for something to happen and I'm asking for my ancestors for guidance. There is a difference between prevention and intervention. That I rather preventatively walk with faith based on the knowledge that I have attained, as opposed to attaining knowledge from my crisis. I don't need to continue to reinvent a wheel. That I know that from the beginning, my creator has a path for me to place my feet on. If I am thinking that I need help in a manner of I need to go and ask for anything other than help and guidance from that same creator, then this is something that definitely takes away from the power of the Almighty. If you say you believe in one Almighty God, but yet you are still going through other beings to get to that God, this is a hypocritical statement. If you say that you believe in one God, but yet we see dozens and hundreds of statues, we would think that this is a lie. That if you are worshiping a statue, how are you worshiping God? Because these are things that men have made with their own hands. Now, we may possibly, they try to make the argument that a Muslim prays to the Kaaba. This is the direction that they pray. They are not praying to an actual statue that is a representation of God. This is supposed to be God's house, as opposed to, hey, it is a direct problem when we believe that statues made of wood or statues that are made of things of this earth are going to help us in this earth in our fleshly pursuits. We must remember that there is a spiritual aspect always, because our souls were created before our flesh was. Until we divorce the entire idea of having a culture and realize that we all are of spirit, we will continue to fall prey to this what are we going to do for the black community conversation. Because the black community still has to do things for the other communities. Because if we are placed in a position of leadership, we still must lead. Thank you.
Cool, you good? We're about to go to your rebuttal. Spider, he has 4 minutes. So let him know when you're ready.
Okay, you ready, cool?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Go, go,
Okay,
go.
so okay, so now notice once again, ladies and gentlemen, It's been an hour and basically what, 2 hours now. He has given no practicality. He's talking about your soul. What good does it do a man to believe in a God that's done nothing for you? Once again, central question: what has Islam done for the black community? Nothing. I just gave you like 10 different things right off the top of my head about how voodoo has contributed to the benefit of black community. Self-reliance would be number one of those. You haven't given that one. You're talking about the soul. Let me show you guys something. I'm not sure if it was Patrice Lumumba or whoever said it. One of those Pan-African African leaders. He said the white man went to Africa and gave you religion, right? Their religion, and took your natural resources. Well, this is exactly what he's preaching here. Don't worry about the tangibles. Let's focus on the hereafter in your soul. Let's focus on being better with God. Meanwhile, the people that are giving you said God, the reason why you're praying, by the way, you're east, is because you're going to where again? You're praying towards the house of God. Why is the house of God in the Middle East? Why is it not everywhere? See, that's the difference in Voodoo. There's no house of God. The temple of God is within the earth itself in your heart, sir. That's the difference. You want us to basically pray towards the east. Well, I'm confused. Why can't we just pray anywhere? See, that's a fallacy. So while you're praying on your knees, they're taking your natural resources through military conquest, through brainwashing. They take away your culture. They say, well, culture, like you said, culture should pretty much doesn't matter. But I'm confused, sir. Does anybody know why people wear the hijab? It's because in the Middle East, it covers you, protection from the sun. That's part of their culture, sir. Even the word halal, even when you speak the language, you're not even supposed to technically read the Quran in other languages, but what? Arabic. I'm confused. The people in the Americas prior to Columbus, were they speaking Arabic? No, bro. They weren't doing that. You think the Olmecs were speaking Arabic? No. Once again, it is the conquistadors' religion. That's all it is. And as far as I'm concerned, it's very practical. I'm talking about facts. He's talking about God. He wants to give you a sermon on the mount. I want to give you a blueprint as to how you could, defeat your ancestors. I mean, your oppressors. Last point. He says, well, we don't pray to this. Well, you do. You do worship. You do practice ideology. Muhammad is your idol. Period, point blank. That's what it is. And when you say, well, I believe in this, I believe in that, sir, 90% of Muslims believe in something also called hadith, which is about the life of Muhammad. You got to walk like Muhammad. They care about Muhammad's family, where he came from, what he ate, where did he sleep. Sir, that is the essence of idolatry. You're basically worshiping a man. But here's the kicker, though, bro. Like I said before, no bloodshed was done through Voodoo. It was done in the name of Islam. Now, you could try to separate yourselves from those that, we would call quote-unquote terrorists nowadays. Now, last point. I'm confused. Yes, thank you. Is there any Arab-based project for the oppression of black people in America? Think about this. None. And oh, by the way, do the Muslims step up when black people are being killed? Not really. You know why? Because you got to be a Muslim first. You got to be part of the Brotherhood. So the point is this, my friend. It's simple. If you become a Muslim and you, as a black person, walk away from that religion, I believe you're now somehow of an enemy of that religion. It's not a religion of peace. And oh, by the way, as black people, we need peace, but we also need a little bit of war. You see, in Voodoo, we didn't just kick the white man's ass. We also kicked the Arabs' ass too. Because Boukman Doti, my friend, who happened to have been a Muslim slave from Senegal, who was in Jamaica, went to Haiti, and he himself said at Bouakaima, we must reject all forms of the white man's religion, including Islam, sir. Because, once again, Islam hasn't freed any black people. It hasn't contributed to shit to anybody. That's just what it is. Show me where it's contributed to black community, period. He still hasn't done it. My bad.
Yeah, that's fine. So, with that being said, we're going to go to Visa's counter. Visa, you ready? Try to let them know. 4 minutes on the clock.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead and start now.
What has Islam done for the black community? I've told you constantly that the black community is going to be incarcerated more than any other community in the entire world, being that by that percentage, Islam has helped more black men than any other religion in the entire world. That this brotherhood that you speak of is the thing that branches over races, that branches over cultures, that if we were going to stop this system of oppression, remember the system of oppression is going to have black people, white people, that this is the ideology that you can still have a mindset of oppressor and still be a black person, that it is a misinformation that we are suffering from. It is a ignorance that we are suffering from. So the solution must be a solution that is going to cross the culture, cross ethnic divide. We are oppressed by a system. We are not being oppressed by the white man. Remember that it is a system of capitalism. It is a system of democracy. It is a system of Christianity that is blending together, all together, to oppress and keep a foot on our neck. So when you ask what is going on, I've seen men that had no hope have light, have discipline, have structure, have order, have a sense of brotherhood, a sense of self. A house of God has to be in a central location. Remember that I told you I follow the way of Abraham. This is the house that Abraham built, and they used to follow and pray towards Jerusalem because this is the house that Solomon built. Haiti doesn't have, well, not Haiti, I apologize. Voodoo does not have a call to help any of you and your natural resources. As they pillage your natural resources by the same people that colonized you, there is nothing that you can do. Your ancestors didn't help you because they couldn't stop it. So why would they be able to help you stop it now? Because when they were on earth, they were being subjugated, they were being enslaved, their resources were being stolen, and none of their orishas could guide them and their ancestors to any type of guidance, because clearly, look at the situation that we have inherited. So while you were saying that the Muslims are robbing them of their resources, it would seem that the colonizers are still robbing everyone of their resources, that this African spiritual practice has not helped any of the African countries, as they are still being robbed. I was just watching a documentary about them being robbed in the Niger Delta, that the Shell and the Chevron companies are still in Africa making money hand over fist, and none of their spiritual practices and none of their voodoo dolls are helping them save any of their natural resources. So I just would think, voodoo can't help me now, and it can't help me in the future, because there will never be a call for all voodoo practitioners to take up arms. This happened one time because they were slaves. It's been how many hundreds of years? There's been nothing, not a peep. They're sitting over there fighting over each other. Look what's happening in Haiti right now. Look for the facts. You want the facts? Look at the news.
And time.
Okay.
He got
Okay, that
7 minutes, by the way. I'm trying to
concludes
keep time
round
because he had 7, so I'm keeping time now. We're not keeping time. I mean, 7 minutes. But let me point out, this is ridiculous. Keep the time right. 3 minutes. He sees 4 minutes extra. I mean,
Sir,
literally.
I
Come on
literally
now.
have a stop clock right here. What are you talking about? It says minus 20 seconds. I just stopped at 4 minutes. It's a 4 minutes right there, and it says minus 20 seconds because it's still going. What are you talking about? I didn't give him no extra time. You sound dumb as fuck. Don't do that. He had exactly 4 minutes. Period. Got a whole stop clock right here. Fuck is you talking about? Don't play with me.
So with that being said, we are going
Is
to
it
go
my
to the
turn?
judging. No, no, that was the end of the second round, but we are about to go into the third, but after the judging. So this round we are going to start with Trolla. Trolla, what did you think? Questions, comments, concerns, and you're scoring from 1 to 6.
Yo, it was a couple of rounds going here, and a couple of rounds, I think Cool Action came out there swinging for a little while. Visa just took a good shot in the end there. She was crippling, had you tripping off at the time and all that. That was That was a fatality shot right there. That kind of hurt. But at the end of the day, though, when it comes down to it, you made valid points when it comes to Voodoo. I still haven't really seen you expound on exactly what Voodoo has done for Black people. You keep talking about how it has a cultural epithets that we had before or previously, but it's no explanation of exactly what they've done. Visa, I do understand the standpoint that you come from that is doing for uh, dietary issues, which is a standpoint. So that there's a point in that because he's focusing on diet. But I want to, from both parties, try to figure out what specifically are they doing? Like spiritually, is it enriching our people? Mentally, is it helping our people? You did get a point when you talk about a lot of the men in the Black community are incarcerated, so they're finding structure there. So there is structure being put down on top of that. Cool and Haitian definitely was making valid points about how the indoctrination or in slavery. So I think that last round, because of the last round, I'm gonna have to give it to Visa. So that'll be a 6-5. Both of y'all did good this round. I mean, both. If I totality of all of the rounds, you both did good. There was definitely rounds where Cool and Haitian was swinging like a motherfucker. I just think that last round though, that last round, Visa definitely came hard, and there was it's kind of hard because that was a resounding um, round because you didn't have a chance to actually respond to that. And since you didn't, he picked the perfect timing to give you that, and it just worked. So it's gonna be 6-5 Visa for me.
Got you. We are going to JMO.
Okay. The analogy that I could give is like after that first round and shit, like Visa, it's almost like he got hit in the mouth and she was like, "Oh shit, what? You gonna fight?" And that's what I see. Like now he woke up. Um, I'm gonna say that it was pretty much even until he said the big back joke for me. I'm a comedian, so I gotta give him a point for creativity and well placed. So 6'5" Visa, and only because he was only talk. See, he wasn't talking about all the bitches. He was only talking about the big back ones. So make sure y'all keep that in mind and shit. If it don't apply, let it fly and shit. Visa got this one and shit 6'5".
Swan, we're going to you.
Well, what I will say is this, like I said before, Cool Nation, he still, I hear them talking about Visa came in, doing this thing, but I'm a Cool Nation. He the whole time, he stuck with his facts, and didn't get swayed from that. Visa didn't get mad at me, but I wasn't saying that he was, giving some kind of a, what did he say, well, what I was saying was he was his voice. I wasn't saying his voice was sermonous. I was saying like the information. I wasn't saying he sounded like a preacher. It just sounded like the information. But this last round, he started coming back with a few more facts. He came back a little stronger, so I gave him a 3 before. Now I probably give him like a 4.5 because he did come back with some facts and didn't
4 or
sound so
5,
much.
Swan.
I gave him 4.5.
No, oh, no, we don't do halfway. Do 4 or 5. Which one you want to give them?
Well, 4. I gave him a 4 and I gave him a 3 before, but I think he did
Okay.
come back with something.
And for Cool, I didn't catch you. I didn't catch what you gave Cool. I'm sorry.
The last time I gave Cool, what did I give Cool? A 7. I'll give Cool an 8 this time because he's staying consistent to me. I
One,
just
two,
want
six,
both of them.
Swan.
I just
I
want
thought
Sorry,
it
both.
was
that's
only
after
I
one to
just
you.
want
six.
both of them to get. I just, I just want both of them to really get more into like this. Like Islam is better for the people, not because of a diet, because people out here doing diets and they're living great or bad or whatever according to their diet. People are already fasting. So I was looking for more why Islam is, and the things that was brought out was people do those not being anything, just being human, or they may be in some other shit. So that's what I was looking for that from both of why these things are not the thing, not the history and all that. We got this, that's great and all, but and needed. But I'm still looking for that connection there.
Right.
Why is
I get what you're
Islam
saying,
good
but
for
what
me?
I got you, but you got to give Cool a score from 1 to 6. So what are you giving him? 1 to 6.
Oh, 1 to 6, I'll give Cool a 6.
Okay, gotcha. All right, we're about to go into our third and final round.
Don't the audiences vote too? No,
Oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry, you're right. The audience is about to vote. Sorry, y'all. If
Oh,
you are sorry,
one more thing I wanted to
J-Mo,
say
you
right
gonna
quick.
say something?
Yeah, I'm so sorry, right? I noticed that Rep is probably he got the easiest job on here because nobody using him
Yeah,
for
yes,
fact
he
check.
does.
Nobody,
Yes,
you
he
see what I'm
does.
saying? Like,
Yeah, I was gonna say
there's
that
no
too. I didn't know
nothing.
if we were supposed to fact check or not.
No,
There
I'm
was
cool
there
with
was
it.
several things said in the middle of this that I was like, ah. But I mean, if they're not gonna fact check, if you guys are not gonna
Well,
fact check,
wait a
that's on
minute. I
y'all.
thought that Rep was doing things on his own. I thought he was
He is gonna
like,
do. He usually does, right?
oh,
So what
okay.
Rev does with the things that he wanted to fact check, he gonna fact check. But things that they want to fact check during the debate, they have to ask for.
I didn't
So
know.
I'm
I
Can,
gonna
didn't
can,
get
give.
can
part.
I
Yeah,
ask for
cool
can
ain't
I
say
ask for
nothing
something real
too
quick then?
crazy.
Okay, can I ask for a fact check? Well, so number one, and not to be rude, he gave no facts. Like, I mean, come on now, bro. Like, he gave zero facts. I gave 10 examples at the top of my head of how it's beneficial for a black community. He tells you if you go to jail and you get structure from jail. But then he talks about a system of white supremacy that puts you in jail in the first place. I mean,
Can we have our
is this being
feedback at the
recorded?
end?
Because if it's being recorded, I would like for people to put this on YouTube. Because quite frankly, you got to give facts. But I'm on mute though. I need some facts, not the. No one could prove or disprove the soul
But
or your
Kohashi, you
God,
said they
but
got the
facts.
Crescent Star from Turkey
They did.
or from
They
from
did.
off the Ottoman Empire,
The Byzantine
the
Empire, and you
Byzantine
could fact check
Empire.
it right now. Yeah, look it up. Fact check it. They got the crescent star and the moon from the Byzantine Empire because that was the city state of Byzantine, which was the capital of the Eastern Roman Empire, and that was their flag, literally. And they went and they got it from there, and y'all could look that up. So I'm giving facts, dates, historical evidence. Even when they conquered Nicaea, a lot of people don't understand that they also ratified part of the Bible as Muslims from Council of Nicaea. These are facts. He's giving you Sermon on a Mount. It's beautiful. I understand it. I'm giving facts, right? And my bad, Spider, because I guess my phone's tripping. I thought it was more minutes than that, but yeah, we gotta go by facts, right? So we gotta go by facts. You know what I mean? I get it. Like I
Gotcha.
get it. People's styles are different, but facts matter to me. I'm giving dates, facts, historical shit. He's giving you the soul. And listen, sir, if you want to talk about dieting, it's very simple, sir. What do you think the diet of Voodoo is? You think it's eating a bunch of meat plus stuff? No.
Are they still
Okay.
debating right now? This
No, yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Oh,
Okay, okay. All right. Let's just. We're going to the audience. And if you voted for cool, if you're voted for cool, can you put a 1 in the comments? 1 for cool. Okay, and if you are voting for Visa, please put a 2 in the comments. Okay, almost ready. Okay, we are giving that round to Cool. We are about
It's
to
13 to
go
5. I think I
into.
won that one.
Yeah,
Never mind.
yeah. um,
You said
we are
what?
going.
Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up,
I mean,
hold
I'm
up.
winning in points and I'm winning in the
Hold
audience.
up. You
I'm like
do understand
winning
that I have a
overall.
whole live with 435 people, and you trying to tell me that we
Okay.
are considering what they say inside of the comments?
It was an extra
If we're
point. It
gonna
was for
go by
extra points,
comments,
dude.
you know that I'm gonna win every time. That's
I know,
that's
but
not
we
a
get
fair criteria.
she Ben explained that though from the extra points. Remember, last round we did it. This round we did it. I mean,
No,
I don't understand.
it didn't fully register. If
Oh,
we're
okay.
going off of what the comments say, and we're
No,
not
it's
just going off of
only
the judges. No, I understand this. I understand that, but
right.
we do understand that I have 370,000 fans on this app.
Mm-hmm.
I chose to come
Gotcha.
over here with my foo-foo. So if this is my
Gotcha.
backup page over here, and this if this is a criteria, I'm kind of like, you know what? That's not even
But you're
fair.
losing in the points with the judges too, by the way.
No,
If you do the calculation.
no, I'm not. If
Yes,
it's
you
on
are.
the judges,
Yes,
you
you
won the
are.
first round. I won the second round.
You won the second round, but
Do
I
you
was able
realize that
to
I don't have
overcome that
I
and
have
still beat you.
500 people in.
Okay. Penis away. We're gonna get back to the debate. And we are going to start this first round off with Visa, and Visa will have 5 minutes. I don't know what's happening right now, but I'm thinking I'm counting that as 5 minutes. Can't tell. But Spider, let him know when he's ready to start his 5 minutes. I don't know what's happening. So we're gonna start now.
We're not starting nothing. You ain't about to come have me over here for free, put me on mute, decide all of the rules.
Oh boy.
I don't know what's happening right
You're
now
losing in the points with the
besides the
judges from the
meltdown.
first and second round.
So what we're gonna do
You got
is
close
I
on the
need you
second
to
round, but
calm
you're still behind me
down.
in total points.
Right,
Wait,
wait,
wait.
cool,
Can you
I got it.
unmute Visa? Wait. Okay,
Don't
Visa,
run,
Visa,
Visa.
bro, calm down. We almost done.
You need
Can
to
you
calm
unmute?
down. We almost done.
Use
We only
me
got
or you
we
ain't
only
about
got.
to sit here, use my face on your platform for free, and then tell me you're gonna keep me on mute and do me what you want to do. It's not
I
how we do
wasn't
this.
gonna keep you on mute. I'm not trying to
Don't
keep you
ever
on
put
mute.
me
I'm just
on
trying
mute.
to
Don't
move
do
on.
that shit again, or I'm leaving.
I
I'm
was
not with
go.
that shit.
Oh,
Whoa.
listen, listen,
I'm not.
listen,
I'm just saying. Just like, listen, I went through every
listen.
single one of
Okay,
y'all
I get
rules.
it.
Guys,
I
we
I get
got
it.
one
explained
more
every
round.
I
single
get
thing
it.
that
And
you
one
all
of
have
the
decided. I did not pick a single
uh,
anything. So for
okay.
you to tell me and put me on mute after he
I
just gave
mean,
a soliloquy,
He did
directly
give us a
talking
little
about
quiz,
how he
and
we
felt.
were
I.
both talking.
Oh my God, y'all both were talking. You got your chance to talk as well. I'm trying to move on to the last and final round because, as you
I'm gonna
can
go on
see, I
mute.
have a child in the background.
Please finish, Visa.
So
I want to
I
finish.
just
What
want
is
to
the
move
point of
on.
me? No, you're not understanding this. What is the point of me coming over here if I literally got 500 people over my room that I didn't send over here, and you're gonna tell me that
Son,
based off of what you read off the comments that he's gonna win first in the second round? What's the point of me being over here?
Listen,
Why
that
would
was
I be
people
son,
over here
that's
for
talking.
not
two
what
Wait,
that's
hours
not
Visa,
what
that
to
was
happened,
sit
and
here
that's
and
not
for you
what
to
said.
play on my time like
that's
this?
not the way that it goes, Visa. That's not the way that the voting system goes. So please
All
don't
right,
listen
so
to
correct.
Cool
I lost
saying.
the first round, correct. I lost the second round, correct.
That's what Cole said. Why are you listening to him?
No, I'm going by the total
No, this
points
is
from the
not what
judges.
Cool
He's
said.
behind
I'm
me by three
Literally,
listening to the
what
points.
Cole said.
moderator.
Did I tell you that you lost either round?
Yes, you did.
Did J-Mo?
It's a,
Listen,
you did agree.
You
listen.
lost
Like,
both
well,
of them.
hold on.
Like, what are you
I
So,
didn't agree
saying?
to nothing. No, I didn't agree to nothing. The only thing I said, you lost this round when
You
it comes to
absolute.
the
I got a
audience's
whole room full of
voice.
400 plus people telling you exactly what you said.
I don't
You
give a fuck
bugging
what
in
you
He
here.
got.
was
What
talking
I
about this
said
so
particular
was
can
the
we
vote.
get an
The fuck are
accurate
you
audience vote.
talking
score, or
about?
just give him a score so we can move on, y'all?
Listen. I'm not doing nothing extra that I ain't been doing for the last 4 damn debates I've been doing. Like, we're about to move on, or you can just go. Because, like, at this point, I'm not about to argue with you back and forth over some shit that you mad about. Like I said, you lost the audience vote, and they got 1 point to Cool, and now we're moving on. Like, the fuck is happening right now? And I don't know where you be at, where that happens at, but it's not about to happen here, honey. So, like I said, we're about to move on. You're going to have 5 minutes, and I hope you're talking about what your round is supposed to be about. Thank you.
I won't be saying shit. I don't give a damn about what you talking about. You not realize this?
So, Spider.
The woman just gave the nigga an
Spider.
8. She just gave him
Is
an
this being
8.
recorded? I need this permission.
So,
Wait,
I don't know what's
Change it to a 6, sir.
So listen, respectfully, can we hold on, cool? Respectfully, Visa, can we finish our last round? The people is here to finish this. Is he muted?
Yeah, you are muted his ass. You're not gonna keep on cursing me out.
What's the point of me finishing a 3-point debate, a 3-round debate, when you've already called the first and the second round, and you got a biased number 8 calling literally 8 out of a scale of 1 to 6?
But sir, she changed that to 6, sir. You've been losing points with the judges too, sir.
I've never heard of this woman
At the
a
first
day
and
in
second
my
round.
life.
All right. I really don't want to turn up, man.
So what we're not about to do
I
is
give
keep
a
on
fuck
trying
if
to
you want to
attack
turn
Swan.
up. This is the person that you pick. These are the judges that y'all pick. This is the criteria that.
I mean, you had a choice to do the same thing. You decided not to do it. You had a choice to pick.
Yeah.
He lost the debate.
Hold on. I'm sorry, cool. I gotta mute all of y'all one more time because like I gave everybody ample time to pick what judges they want and everything. Visa, you chose not to reach out. So this is where we at. Like, are we moving on or nah? Like, I don't know what's happening right now. But can we just move on to round 3? Spider, can you let the brother know when you're ready?
What's the point of me finishing if you called 2 rounds already?
Oh my God. He's fine.
What is the point?
I'm trying to figure out what the point is. You still in the box yelling if you're not about to leave or start it. Then bye. Cool, you won. What we not about to do is keep on acting like you have to be here. The fuck? I don't have time for divas. I don't.
I can take his spot for you, Queen. I can take his spot because fuck cool. He be on some straight pussy shit.
Okay.
And I know Visa was winning.
Okay, so.
Okay, this is not about you right now.
Okay.
I don't.
Go just say it's correct.
You can't make this shit up.
Analysis. J-Mo gave it good analysis. Swan gave it good analysis.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you look at the total of both rounds, what gave him, Troller actually gave him the second 5 for the second round. I didn't complain. J-Mo gave him 6-5 second round. He's up by 2 points. Right? Then Swan gave him 4 mistakes. So that my numbers. The first round, I beat him by, so he's been losing. And both the audience vote.
Yeah, in the audience too. They're not factoring in the audience vote too. Yeah.
He came with no facts. You can't get mad because you lost. Yeah, maybe the third round, since he came out swinging in the second round.
Visa threw the tantrum, cash at me.
No, I
All
wasn't
you
on a
people that
tantrum.
betted me. I said, well, Visa did throw a tantrum.
Oh, y'all bet. More niggas make a side
not me. I didn't throw no tantrum.
I betted a few people, Cool and Haitian, that they said you would be the first one to throw the tantrum. I said, Cool and Haitian gonna be chilling. I told them,
But Cool,
this nigga was
I'm
gonna
gonna be
throw the
honest
tantrum.
with you, Cool and Haitian. You can be mad if you want to. You did throw a tantrum in the middle of the debate. Y'all being unfair right now. Y'all was debating. You already did the judging. The crowd did the judging, and then before the crowd did the judging, you gave a long ass speech, and it wasn't around.
Okay, look.
And you weren't muted. I'm just being honest. That's just reality. That's what I saw.
No, listen. I
he wasn't
the
speaking, bro. He was not speaking. It was no speaking
but he
from
had
him. He was speaking by himself for a minute. That's why I was like, is this still part of his debate?
Because he muted himself. When you said that, is it still debate? He had been muted himself. I'm going to keep going. Like, I'm not.
Yeah, he had been muted himself. That's a fact.
He did mute himself, so that's on him. And he got mad.
Honest,
so here's
bro.
the kicker, right?
The honesty part of it is he lost his cool in the end. Visa does this a lot. But the reality of it is you did speak for a long time. You weren't muted. After we did our judgment,
he wasn't muted though. He muted himself
for a minute.
You
Okay, let me tell you
critiqued
what
the
happened,
judgment
right?
for a minute, and then
I sure did, and then I apologize.
That shouldn't have been
I
allowed at
critiqued
all,
the
though. That's not
timing.
how you do a debate, though. You
I
can't
critiqued the
critique
timing
the
and
judgment.
hold
No,
on.
not the timing. After you complain about the timing, you
No,
still
I asked for a
critique the
fact
But
judgment.
then
check.
You
most
talking for
people
hella
did.
long.
If that's
Hold
the
on.
argument,
Yeah,
then
that's
they
not.
both
Yeah, no.
critiqued
Listen,
it.
but
I'm just being
look what
fair, bro.
happened.
I don't know what kind of biasness y'all niggas got. The reality of it
It's
is,
not no
Cool Nation
biasness. You
made a whole
lost.
speech after we did our
Okay.
judgment.
So are you
What
saying did
y'all
he
trying
win
to
or
lie to
lose?
me about it don't make any sense.
No, but look,
He was not
all I said
talking.
was this. He was talking before I started talking. When I started talking, he muted himself. That's on him. He could have kept going.
Yeah,
Nobody
okay,
muted
so
him, bro.
after you complained about the time, he did
And
say something, then he
also,
muted himself. You gave a speech after that, cool? I'm just being
He
honest. Both of
also
you
had the
guys fucked up.
opportunity.
What the hell?
He had the opportunity to give a speech as well. Period. But he didn't do it. That was on him. He
You
could have been
guys
like, "Cool,
weren't,
shut up."
bro.
Okay, my bad.
Okay, so in a debate, there's a structure, right? And in this
Okay, but the
structure,
man lost. So come on now.
me and him gave the judgment. He lost because he left. It's over with.
No, he
I'm just
lost for
being honest
numbers and
about the
points
debate.
too from both rounds. No, both
Well,
rounds. If you add
I
the
don't know
total up, he
that because
lost.
I didn't. Issa didn't give that. That's why I was
You
like,
didn't keep the
you might
round
as
in your
well
head.
just give him the numbers. No, why would I do
No,
that?
you
I'm
didn't
just
keep
a
the numbers in
judge.
your head.
I don't even know how they.
Okay,
I don't know
because
how they're doing points. What the hell are you talking about? I have zero to
okay,
0
look, you
points.
gave him. But look. Let me just say
Yeah,
something.
what
You gave
I'm
him a
doing points for? This
6-5.
ain't my
Oh
debate.
my God, man, I
Yeah,
can't even speak. But you gave him a 6-5, correct? The
I
first
gave
round,
6 and you 5.
you
Yeah.
get
I don't
right,
know
and
how
in the
they're
first
doing the
round.
point school. That's what you're not understanding. You
Oh, okay,
making an
okay.
invalid point right now. I don't know
Okay, I
how.
thought you knew the
Like,
point. But
is it just by round? It could be just
First
he won this
round was
round, you
kind
won
of a
this round, or
landslide, though.
is it 6?
First round was
Am I
kind of a
giving 6 points
I'm
and
landslide.
then
saying the
adding
first round, the
6
numbers are
points?
landslide. The man lost.
Yeah, it was a
I have a
landslide.
question
First
though. Is
round
this
was a
gonna be on
landslide.
YouTube?
Well, me and you
Is this
had him
gonna
pretty
be
much
recorded?
even until you
Yeah,
gave him 1 point more than Cool. Cool won by a point in the first round. They both won
yeah,
by
and I
No,
gave
a point
3
in the
it
first
points.
was
round
even
and
until
second round.
he gave
Except
so he
for
said the big back to him.
Swan. Swan
okay, so let's remember
Cool won by a
that
landslide on Swan
this,
every time.
the comments is not really the main part of the
No.
voting system. So we have to remember that, and that's what she was trying to explain to Visa. He was
But
acting
that's
like
still a
the comments
point.
that he
Yeah,
lost,
my question
but
is,
they
are y'all
That's still a
adding up
point,
the
though.
points though? Like you guys
Yeah.
are not hearing what I'm
I
saying.
have
I don't
nothing to
know
do
how
with
y'all doing the point. I don't know.
judging.
I really
I'm
don't
just
care. That's not even what I was talking about. I was just saying that you did lose your when we did our judgment, you were allowed to make a speech, bro. That's just a fact. And at the end of the day, I see why he kind of lost it though. You guys can't
Okay.
acknowledge that. So
No,
now
I
at the end
acknowledge
of the
that, but
now
We gave him
as far as
love,
the
though,
points go,
trolling.
I don't know how y'all do the points. If you
Me and you gave him love, trolling. What do you, yeah, but like me and you gave him love. He won that.
lot of
Swan
love.
was the one, I mean, that was
I
she was
don't
kind
know,
of a
bro. What
stickler.
are y'all responding to? Listen to what I'm saying. After we did the point, Kuan Haitian gave a speech about our cleaning and the fact that he gave out more facts. You don't remember that? He talked a while
Yeah, I
about it.
did
That's
say
why I
that.
was like, is this another round? That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about
Well,
what
to be
Visa
very
said.
honest,
That's really what happened
hold
here.
on real quick,
I was here.
hold
Am I
on,
blind, deaf, or
hold
dumb?
on, real quick. So what actually happened is, yes, he did have a little soliloquy, but y'all asked him to fact check, right? And then he said, all right, well, I got some things I want to fact check, and that's when he started talking about the things that he wanted to fact check. Was it out of place of
I should have
where
put
we
you on
do in the
earlier.
structure? Absolutely. And then when it comes
That's
down
all I was
to
saying.
yeah. So then when it
That's
comes
it. I
down to
didn't say nothing
visa, it wasn't
spectacular. I'm not
yeah.
even knocking Cool. I just said the truth.
Right.
The truth is he went out of structure. He completely went out of structure with the
No, I
timing
agree
thing
with
and the
that
other
part. I
things.
agree.
And
I
then
agree
so
with that
that's
part.
it. That's it. I'm not saying
I'm
that
not
Visa
disputing that.
won. Visa lost because he left. He threw a fit and left. But I'm articulating
He
where the
lost the
shit kind
points
of
too,
went
so
sideways. It went side. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how
Okay.
the point
I'll
system
open
do.
up
So
these
that's it.
boxes
okay.
since it's over.
I don't know. You know,
Now
if you
let
guys are
me say
going
this real quick.
points, yeah, he was losing already because that I gave him 6 points one time, but I gave him 4 points one time, 10, and then I
Yep.
mean easily if you guys are doing it that way, then he lost by points. That wasn't my point though. Like I didn't, I don't really care if he lost or won or not.
I
I was
will say
just
this.
saying that you did go off structure for a minute, bro.
Yeah, listen, I agree with that part, but I will say this though, real quick. Here's the thing. And the reason why I also made a second speech was about the fact checking. He gave zero, and I keep asking, nobody's answering me. Please, somebody tell me. Was this recorded, Issa Queen? Yes, sir, please
Yes,
tell
it
me it was
was.
recorded.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Thank God, because guess what we're gonna do? We all could review it afterwards, and we go point by point. The man gave 0 points, 0 facts. Listen, we're not talking about your soul, right? And even in spirituality, how does it benefit black people? I asked him 5 times. Explain to me one thing. He hasn't done it. So if he goes on his panel, Tiffany, and he's muting it and not letting you hear the whole thing, of course, it's what has been recorded. So you watch the whole video, Tiffany, and let me know how people are biased. How are people biased? Chola's up here being fair as I've ever seen him be fair. Literally.
If they both vote for me and the audience only gets one extra vote, how
you lost,
is
man. Dude.
How is it?
No, they're going to tally up the points in the comments.
So you lost in points already.
They count the points in the comments.
You lost in points already. You lost,
the
man.
Audience
God damn
needs
it.
to add one extra point.
Yeah. You lost both of those. So what's up? You knew the rules before we started.
Win, just all around. If you had a perfect round,
the man lost and he's over here complaining. You left, came back, made a fit. You lost, man. We'll do this again another time if you want to, but you lost.
This is literally a setup from some shit that y'all set up.
Setup? Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. What? So
every single thing has been set up by y'all. Do you understand? There was not a one person in my round.
Chola didn't even know about the point schedule, bro.
I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about
okay, all right. My bad. Good.
God damn.
So hold on, sir. Be specific. Who you talking about? I'm gonna unmute you so we can have a conversation about it.
You cool and this sister lady. The fact that she gave an 8, the fact that she gave this man perfect scores is outrageous. Who is this sister lady in the first place? And why is her criteria to be a judge?
So what I would say to you is that you got multiple messages from me to do a private for you to pick your own judge, right? You ignored all of them. You never picked a judge. You got all of the structure in your inbox. So did Troller, so did J-Bo, so did Cooler Haitian. Everybody got the same thing
so
everybody else got. And if you even, sir, if you even look at the previous things that I do, everybody got the same exact thing. Because you know why? I copy and paste. And even if you look in the announcements, it tells you about that audience extra point. So I don't understand what you're talking about somebody being biased. But if you didn't want it to be like that, you should have showed up.
The lady gave an 8 out of 6, and she said that I was given a sermon.
And
when you directly
said
inside of your comments, inside of the instructions, make a convincing argument, and you are going to judge people based on them being convincing.
Listen, I'm going to unmute the panel because I said what I said. You can feel how you feel.
I don't give a damn about none of it. I'm just telling you off the break, niggas left because it's bullshit. Point blank period. Like, this shit was wet.
I can't hear somebody saying it's
who is this woman?
I get
what
is her criteria?
I know you gonna stop talking about my friend. I know you gonna stop talking about my friend.
It's the queen. Can I ask you, please?
Claim your Messiah, nigga.
Who's that? Asking for a mute? Somebody ask for a mute?
I know I'm 500 to know in Bible debate, including the Holy Ghost, who I defeated 17 times.
Yeah, so am I.
I'm gonna give everybody a chance to speak.
What is it? The only reason he won is because of her.
Definitely.
Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna unmute you too, Visa, because I know this is going to you.
He's saying that. I'm going back for it. He's saying that. Told to give him a 7. What did you say? He's always
cool. You going in and out, honey.
Okay, bad. So what I'm saying, can you hear me now?
A little bit better.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, he got 2 perfect scores. He's talking about perfect score. He got a perfect score from J-Mo. I didn't complain. It was still a complaint. Swan gave you a... Why? So, he's a dude, bro. First round, I annihilated. I thought it was play. He's gonna come up here and talk shit. That's what happened. Let me know if you could hear me, Spire, and everybody else. Right? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit. Like it's going in and out.
Oh,
We getting the gist of it.
I took off the headphones. Maybe that's probably why. Is it better now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so with my headphones, it's better. So he got two perfect scores. I didn't complain. What would I complain? Right? Everybody got the stuff in the inbox. We had over what 2 weeks to look at this shit. You lost, bro. Chola gave you a perfect score. Jamo gave you a perfect score. The first round, they gave me numbers, and they gave you numbers. It's just that happened. The first round was such a landslide, you weren't able to really catch up. Period. And then also, if you take that extra point from the audience on both sides, you lost too. But we all knew about it. But then what was your rebuttal? Oh, I didn't pay attention. So you thought I was for play, and you got your ass whooped today. Now here's the kicker, bro. It's recorded. I don't care how much you want
Do
to
you not
spend.
understand this? If the
Hold on, let him finish this.
You
I'll let
lost.
you.
It doesn't
I
matter.
unmuted
You
you,
lost. I
but
don't
I
care who
wanted
gave.
you to let him finish.
He has no discipline. Why are you muting him while I'm talking? Please.
Yeah,
I'll
my
mute
bad.
myself
I
when I'm
wanted
done,
him
real
to.
quick. No, you
Gotcha.
good. You good. You lost. You started attacking the host. You people judges were biased. No, you lost, sir, because you had no facts. Period. Point blank. And I'm gonna give you another challenge, sir. Get better. Do better. And next time, sir, I'll go on your panel, and I'll defeat you there too. And it's gonna be on YouTube for the greater audience to judge. You understand that? I don't give a fuck about your fans. I could have had 0 fans. You lost today. Take this loss and that's it. Stop underestimating people, bro. Period. Point blank. That's just what it is. Now, the next person I want to debate, if possible, I want to have a really awesome debate. I don't know what I'm going to debate Cholo on, but I just want to debate the guy. That's probably going to be a way better debate. Visa, this was a wash. You're no match. And if you can defeat me, I don't think you'll have a chance with Chola either. He's a way better opponent than you, or he'll take knowledge. I'll take King Knowledge or Chola debate and the Holy Ghost. You're too emotional. You had no facts. Period. Point blank. You lost. Now go ahead and talk and what the fuck you talk about and you could insult me. I'm actually gonna take the high road today. I'm not gonna insult you at all. Period. I'm not gonna insult you at all because I already won. It is what it is. So let me go back to
All
eating my
right.
fajita and drinking my soda and smoking my little blunt. All right, and go ahead and cry. But you lost. The fuck?
Gotcha. I'm
And that's all
unmuting him
love, man. That's
now.
all love. Just get better. Just be better, bro.
I
All
got you.
right,
I'm
so
unmuting you
if
now.
you
I'm gonna
look
let
at
you
the
speak.
numbers, it only has to do with this woman and her scoring. I'm perfectly fine with Troller. I'm perfectly fine with J-Mo. I even didn't even care about the moderation. It was about the woman giving me a 3 while she gave you a perfect score to follow it up to give me a 4 while she gave you another high score, which was the only reason why it would even be like this. That I feel like you have a terrible judge, and based on this woman being a judge, it wasn't fair. I don't care about nothing else. Everything else was cool. The fact that she tried to give you an 8 was the way that I knew that was some crazy shit. Do you even think you deserved the 8? You know you did. So I'm just stating that fact. I don't care about anything else. And if you keep on calling rounds, what's the point of me going for the third round if you've already caught 1 and number 2? And you have a biased judge that has no credentials or no credibility, and I don't know who this sister lady is. And that was my point. That's it, and that's all.
Go ahead, Swan. I unmuted you if you wanted to say something. I'm gonna take that as a no, or she will
No,
probably walk
I was
away.
on
But
mute.
oh, there you
I was
go.
on mute. Hello. Yeah, my
Yeah, you
opinion is what
good.
my opinion is. I really don't care if he's mad, hashtag nagging, bitching about it. What's my My credentials is that I sat here and I knew the topic, and you weren't there. You were not there. You were more in your sermon. Come to Muhammad, come to Jesus type feel of things versus a cool Haitian giving some facts about things, dates, time, places of
Which
people.
was the problem that I
I
had
wasn't,
from the
I wasn't,
beginning.
I wasn't hearing that from you, and I requested this, and I kept talking about the sermon feel. The sermon feel is a bunch of feelings. A bunch of feelings. Then you came back. You started spewing out some different facts and things of that nature. Finally, you started coming back. So I said, okay, I'll give him just a tad bit more. But I wasn't going for the come to Muhammad with no substantiation of community growth based off of the diet, fasting, and all of this other thing, the meditate. Anybody could do those things without being in Islam. And once again, the conversation is, how is Islam or Voodoo taking the community forward? More with practical things, not, oh God, please help me. And you're mad now. My credential is that I heard the conversation and knew the title of the debate. That's the credential.
Okay, with that being said, I'm muting everybody. I'm sorry I had y'all on mute for so long.
You've been biased the entire time. You were making comments the entire time. And you knew nothing of it. What do you know about Islam to make you a qualified judge?
Dude,
nothing.
What do you know about Islam to represent Islam at this time, bro? You're not even Muslim yourself.
So it's like,
okay, well,
for her to say she doesn't want to come to my, how you going to say you don't want to hear somebody be religious on a religious debate? You got,
but you're not a Muslim though. You do so how are you representing Islam? You're not a Muslim.
Listen, I fuck with J-Mo, but
you're not a Muslim neither, bro. Shut up.
That's a fact.
J-Mo is not a religious man.
That's a fact. Yeah.
He doesn't claim you have freedom, and you know, like I fuck with Troller, but Troller.
I know y'all seen Spider raise her hand because she said she wanted to say something. Y'all just going around in circles about it being unfair, and I'm pretty sure she got something to say. So can y'all let the girl speak too?
I ain't trying to argue with nobody. I just want to give like a little one too. Like, I do agree that okay, so listen. Everything Issa Queen said is like she always gives everybody ample opportunity to help pick the judges. We thought, and I mean, Swan was picked because I didn't have a part of this picking or anything. But Swan was picked because we felt like it would be a neutral party, right? That was pretty much why she was picked. We wanted somebody who doesn't have a problem with either party. So that's the real basis of why the woman's credentials was there. She never had a problem with visa. She don't got a problem with cool and Haitian. We want her to be able to be neutral. That's a big part of this. But I do understand where Visa feels slighted because he feels like the judge. Sorry, this Chicago. He feels like the judge, being Swan, was typing things into the comments, and now he feels like she's already just against him. I understand that wholeheartedly. I'm not gonna act like I don't. However, I do feel the most fucked up part is that we couldn't have finished because we still had one more full round to go where either party could have took it. So I feel like that's whack. We'll never know who will win the fucking debate. Now my brother won Pulation by default. Well, Pulation won by default, but I wanted my brother to win because he had the information. And so now it's just like, what the fuck? It's always something, right? Because to me, you niggas need to clean this shit up and come back. You niggas need to clean this shit up, Visa and cool.
Ain't no niggas.
And we need
he
to
did
come
the
back
shit. He
and be able
lost.
to do this shit again.
I
feel like Visa, I understand where Visa's coming from because he feels like Swan was already against him, but nobody here, because like I said, Swan don't know Visa, so she's not against him. But in that moment, he felt slighted, and I get that. But nobody here is setting you up, Visa. We all wanted
But
this.
he
We
can't
wanted
feel
to.
slighted because my comment was in regards to him saying that bitches. He said something about some bitches. I don't care who he was referring to and all that. But we're in a debate,
exactly.
and he's talking about professionalism, and he's talking about professionalism. When he refers to the bitch word,
Other than the
when he
fact that you
refers to
said
the
that she had no issues, what was her qualifications?
Excuse me, how can I finish talking?
What does she know?
The fuck?
It's like what makes her qualified
Anyways,
to be
it's
a
a queen.
judge?
Since I can't fucking
Send me
talk,
the
I'll
recording.
leave. Since I
The
can't
man
fucking
lost, and that's that.
respond, I'll leave.
Back and forth with this guy, man.
Fine with me, lady. Like I don't know how you picked her as a judge to be a qualified for this
Bro,
type
you
of
had a chance to
situation.
pick. You
The
didn't pick.
one
You
who asked
lost,
the
man. The
question in the
fuck?
first place.
Dude.
What? How is
You
she
got a
bro.
chance
deemed
to
to
pick a
be an
judge and you never
intellectual
picked
And,
in
oh,
the
by the
first
way, can
place?
I get a mute, man? Because my phone keep dying, and I can't yell over people, bro.
You never
Unless
picked
you
a
do it
judge.
yourself.
You were supposed to pick one for yourself, and you never picked one.
We're not gonna get here. He's whining and crying. If you went back and forth, he won the first 2 rounds. He lost. The fuck? You
Why
lost
are
in
you
point. You would have lost
calling
the
out?
third
Why
round.
would you be calling out a winner before the thing is over?
Sir, you lost, man. Anyways, is
They
it
were
quick?
just
Thank you for
Totally
having me.
tallying
based
it
on an
up.
old lady's opinion.
Okay,
You
so you
actually
lost.
deemed it to be an actual contest
I actually
when it
believe
was
you lost.
only
Yes, you lost.
decided
You
based on
lost.
a old lady's
You lost.
whimsical,
It doesn't matter.
subjective
She was a judge. You
opinion.
should have chose. You're crying right now because you lost. No
That
facts,
you just
just
that I
emotions.
trusted that you wouldn't pick an old Hebrew Israelite as your
Okay.
judge.
I don't know what the fuck her background is. The point is you lost.
That
So,
I
so
thought that
basically,
maybe when you
But she
because when
had
I
y'all
told
such a
told
Shola, bro.
point.
when you
Look,
told me
can I
who
get
the
a mute
judges
or no?
were,
How
Her
does this
point.
work,
y'all
man?
Hold on, y'all. I walked away for a second because like this conversation is very personal. And Visa, you got one more time to disrespect my friend, or you can go. Like I'm kind of tired of like the crying that you're doing when you could have just stayed here and did your round three. That's what you could have did. But instead, we're arguing about this when you had ample time to be a judge. Sorry, I had walked away for a second, but I'm back now. Somebody was asking for mute. Raise your hand. Who wants to say something? Anybody else? Got you next one. Go ahead, cool.
Okay, so the man lost, man. Listen, I'm done with this debating with this guy. I want Chola knowledge. I was on knowledge panel earlier. We agreed we would debate each other without the insults. I listen. Let me tell you how unbiased I was. I came up here and I was humble. I apologize to Chola, which I know he's going to use later. I apologize to Tanya, Mugga, and Kenzo by saying, you know what? I should have left the first debate. I started off by just being completely humble. And then on top of that, right, I picked the number one guy everybody on the app knows I've had beef with on this app, Tola. I picked him. So if I was looking to be biased, I would have picked him. I would have picked a friend of mine, sir, right? I picked Chola. Why? Because I wanted to be as fair as possible. Because regardless of how you feel, on these debates, he's going to be fair. So I said, you know what? I'm going to pick him. And I know J-Mo's going to be fact checking his shit. I know Swan is unbiased. And Rep, you know, I see him, he does his thing. And Izzy has a good panel, and Spider does a good job. Why are you complaining, bro? It was a good thing. People got a chance to learn about both religions, right? The only difference is I was prepared. You were not prepared because you thought it was a wash. So now you've been complaining for like fucking 30 minutes, bro. Let it go. And by the way, here's the kicker. Your ass is going to be able to see this on video, so as I. And then after that, we could have your people judge and put it on YouTube and let the wider audience on Instagram, YouTube, everywhere judge. You lost, dude. You had no proof of nothing. The minute Chola was, okay, I need you guys to stick to this, and Swan said, cool, stick to this. I said, okay, let me follow the script. You went off on a tangent about preaching, about your soul, and about God. We're talking about tangible shit, and you lost. So what are you complaining about? Now she's an old lady. You keep disrespecting this woman. Like, come on, bro. But you represent Islam. Now, look, here's the kicker. I was trying not to do this, but I'm going to do this, okay? You know why I don't want to debate you anymore? Because you're not even a true Muslim. Period, point blank. You're not even a real Muslim, dude. Like, real Muslims, that's not who you are, bro. Twerking on fucking video, you know, allegedly giving head to a tranny that you were drunk about. Like, I'm not trying to go there with you, bro, but you're not a real Muslim. You could yell, you could scream. You are an entertainer. I'm a scam artist just like you. So guess what? I know when people are scamming people, bro. Cut it out, bro. I got a better chance of debating Troll about Islam than you. So let's make this make sense. You're not a true Muslim. No facts. Just feelings and emotions, like you're doing right now. Temper tantrum like a little bitch. You fucking lost, my nigga. That's it. Take that shit and run with it, bro. Fuck out of here. Now go ahead and curse me out on that bullshit. You're weird, dude. Fuck out of here. You lost and that's it, bro. Take the L.
Swana unmuted you. And then Visa, I'm gonna unmute you so you can say what you have to say. But unmute the panel, and hopefully we can talk like adults where nobody's yelling over people. Great. Go ahead, Swana.
ain't got shit to say. I said what I said already. I'm not gonna go back and forth with this nag session and all this other thing. I said what I said. It is what the fuck it is. Oh well. Finish crying. I'm listening.
Views,
You
you're
didn't
unmuted.
you didn't see
And
me
then
going back and forth with Troller about his
and then that
opinion.
hoe
I just
said
kept that.
that
Okay,
hoe
cool.
said that
What you
hoe
crying
said he
about?
ain't know me, but he talking about magically some Hebrew Israelite bullshit that I used to fucking be. Used to fucking be.
Okay, so
But
you
this,
don't have a
but this
religion at
hoe,
all. Alright, cool. So she don't have a religion
don't
yet.
know me though.
So,
I thought he ain't
alright.
know me, Mr. Fan, Mr.
No, we
Motherfucking
don't.
Fan. You didn't
No,
know
that's the
me, but
people
you
in my
revealed that
room.
you did. Oh,
They
Swan,
know. The
who is
people
that?
in my
Who
room
is
know
that?
who
Bitch,
you
you
are.
know me like everybody the fuck else do. Sit
Absolutely
down.
not.
I said what I said
Absolutely
and be
not.
mad. And that's the end
Alright.
of the story,
So you
bro.
told me to chill out on your friend, and then you let this big back old bitch come in here talking crazy to me.
Big
I'm
back.
confused.
That's so
You
funny.
know what I'm
Big
saying?
back. You big
So you
back.
didn't
That's
just show your back and
hilarious.
it's not big? Yes or no?
Yup, I'm a big back. Yup, I'm 300 pounds.
She's
Yup,
like
you're
super
right.
skinny.
Big
She's
back.
skinny, dude.
I'm
They got
big
low. He
back.
was so loser. Is the queen? What's the next debate you're having on your panel so I come and support? They got lost, man.
Like,
You're a loser,
so
I
bro. I don't want to talk to
appreciate
you.
I just
you.
be
So I
confused
have
because she
another
don't
Fuck out
even
of
debate.
have
here,
a
bro.
religion.
You
She
lost, my
doesn't have
nigga.
a criteria. You invited
It doesn't matter. She's judging based
What
on
we're not
things.
about
Shut the
to
fuck
do is
up.
just keep on talking about Swan because you're mad about the way she judged. Like, if you really felt that type
He's
of
not
way, you
mad
should
about
have
the
been
two
there to
perfect
pick a
scores he
judge
got from
like I
Troller
asked
and
you.
J-Mo, though, right? I didn't get mad about that. I was
Right.
already winning in points. I defeated you in the first round, sir. Like, obliterated you. Next.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it. I'm about to pass the panel over to Big Mama Swan. Big Mama Spider. She's doing the after. Nope, no after
I'll touch
show
you back.
for you.
Send it to Balboa or somebody. I don't know, whoever. I want to, before my shit dies. The man lost and he's complaining. What you complaining about, bro? Fuck out of here.
Right. So yes, Tanya, Elder Slim, we got that coming up 9/8, September 8th at 1 p.m. That's a Sunday.
That's gonna be a good one.
The 90s gangster rap ruined the black community is gonna be lit. Like, please come out and see that. And then I'm going on a little hiatus. School's starting, so we got to get our babies ready for school. But we'll be back doing debates before the political season. I'm looking for people to do this political debate, Kamala versus Trump, which is going to be dope as well. So if y'all interested, hit my inbox. My bad, Spider. Hold on. Was you muted?
I said, here I come, baby. So I just want to say this. I am gonna go live. I want to see if J Mo wanted to talk about the debate with me. But I don't need you to pass the live. Everybody ain't invited. So it's not like an after party. It's only after party for people I like. You already know how I'm coming. So, but here's the thing. I do want to say this. It was such a good debate. I just want, because y'all cut me off when I was trying to say my piece, which I don't mind. Do your shit. But I just want to say this because I was cut off. It was a good debate. I love when the heavy hitters come out. Heavy hitters meaning people we've been knowing on this app that we've seen do debates that we know that can bring out information. Even though Visa wasn't bringing out a lot of information, we know Visa knows information. I feel like Visa wasn't really taking the debate serious, and that's how Cool and Haitian was slapping him over the head. Last round, Cool and Haitian, no shade, Visa started coming out with the facts, and he was slapping you back. I was ready for that final round from Visa because it was starting to get good. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really here to see who gonna win. Cool and Haitian, know I love him, and Cool and Haitian, nigga, you're my friend on the app. So for you to act like I'm gonna give him longer minutes just went crazy to
Well,
me.
we already
Both of
talked
you
about
niggas
that,
was up
man.
here tripping.
The
But
nigga
I'm just
lost,
saying,
and I don't care
both of
about what
y'all
you're
was up
saying
here
about him. He
tripping.
lost.
I want listen, I understand he lost, but this is what I'm saying. I really wish that we could do this again. I think we're still not
Spider,
completed on
here.
the
He's the one that left and started blaming everybody. Spider, it wasn't me. I mean,
Can I finish? Let me
I
finish,
mean,
yo. All I'm saying is, in the future, Visa, if you would like to do this again and get you some judges, then let's go because this is a neutral panel. My sister's panels is with love and care, and she's never here to be biased towards anybody. And if you want to go back towards Cool again, I'm pretty sure Cool will be ready for you. Let us know what you want to do. That's all I want to say about that. And lastly, shout out to It's the Queen for once again having a bomb ass debate. I don't give a fuck what happened at
hold
the
on. I
end.
didn't
Her
pick the
debates
rule.
are
Hold on,
always
my bad,
booming.
Spider. My bad. Before my phone, that's got to say. My bad. I gotta check before my phone dies. I'm sorry. Sir, I didn't pick the rules. I picked one judge, which was Chola. And I picked Chola. What did I say? The reason I picked Chola is the queen. I said I picked Chola because it's going to be dynamic.
Take accountability that my sister reached out to you and you had that opportunity. So that's why I'm saying, brother, in the future, this is still a neutral panel. You can do that and we could do this, set this up for another month out. We could get this shit popping if you're really ready. So that's what I'm saying. We can move forward because you niggas are still heavy hitters. I still believe in y'all. You smacked them on that second round right there. I feel like we still want that third round. Those of us who like debates, we want that third round. Fuck y'all talk about. So that's all I'm saying. Love you both. Peace.
Okay. All right. Well, third round, fourth round, fifth round, second round knockout by LL Cool J. The man lost. All right. He came out of cannabis, tried to take the mic from my hand, and guess what happened? Obliterated. Now here's the deal. Visa. If you want to do this again, I don't got no personal issue with you. I will do it again with you.
I'm never going to do anything with you picking anybody.
That's what I said. You could pick the judges too. You could pick the judges
picking
too.
The criteria.
But you participated. You had 2 weeks. I mean, dude, you act like you were blindsided by this shit.
You and
her. Bro. I'm not gonna argue, man.
Some blindsided that I would think that you was going to pick an old Hebrew Israelite lady with no religion and say that she had any criteria to judge a damn debate.
Yeah, dude, I picked the guy on the app that I've had beef with for 4 years.
No,
I want you to whip your ass and you had no facts. So, okay, what about Chola? I picked Chola. Me and him have gone back for 4 years.
Listen, if it was between Troller and J-Mo, cool. Why would you pick an old lady as your judge and think that you won anything?
I didn't pick her, dumbass.
You picked somebody's grandma.
Okay, is the queen. Can you tell us? Stop insulting her, bro. I picked Chola. I didn't pick J-Mo or Swan. I picked Chola. You're not listening.
60 years old, bro.
This nigga's retarded, man. He's retarded. I did not pick her. I picked Chola because I know he was going to be unbiased, dumbass. And I know he was going to be I thought me and him were going to end up arguing. So I said, fuck, it's going to be lit. Let me pick him. I could have picked Osiru, but I said, nah, let me pick Chola. I mean, how much more fair is that, guys? I picked a dude that basically me and him have gone back and forth for fucking 4 years since I've been on this app. That's as unbiased as it gets. You keep talking about, you pick old lady, old lady. First of all, she's not an old lady. And second of all, I didn't pick Swan. And who is not a big fat, sir. She's probably a lot healthier than you are. Stop disrespecting Swan because... Alright? Because you know why I didn't pick J-Mo? Because, oh, you picked J-Mo this... No, I picked Chola. Because I know that, hey, me and him have back and forth, so it's going to be dynamic. You just lost, homie. That's it. Fuck out of here. Weird, man. Oh, it's the queen. I think Box 11 wants some mute. Nigga lost, he complained like a little girl. Oh, Tone, what's up, brother? Oh, Tone, I just destroyed this nigga. He mad now because he lost. It's the queen. Can you unmute Tone in Box 11? I didn't pick Tone either because, oh, Tone and you are cool friends. I didn't pick Tone. I picked Chola. You understand that?
Let me tell y'all something. Troller don't even fuck with Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
These niggas is ready to pop up on each other at any time. So if anything, he the most unbiased motherfucker possible on the app. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even believe Cool would have Troller fucking be a judge. That just don't even make logical sense.
I did it so that there would be no advantages. That's why I did it. There'll be no advantages. You know, he can't cry.
This ain't no disrespect. I'm going to just keep it a buck. It's a lot of brothers on Bigo and social media that's super Muslim, super righteous, super this, super that, and then in real life, we ain't never seen them in a community. You heard what I'm saying? Don't sleep on that. You heard?
The crazy part about it is, like, I could have said, let me pick Tone. I know Tone in real life. I could have said, let me pick Osiru. I didn't pick... I could have said, oh, let me just go pick somebody else in my family. I didn't do that shit, bro. I could have said, let me pick Spider. Spider even cursed me out, like, why the hell you pick Chola? I said, because I think it's going to be the most unbiased shit ever, and I think it's going to be cool. But yo ass got mad.
I think Chola did such a good job at keeping it real,
that's why
and
I
I
picked
was
him.
surprised.
Yeah,
he did.
That's why I picked him.
Okay,
you know what?
That's the craziest shit I ever seen in my life. That a nigga picked a nigga who don't even like his ass.
Yeah, your enemy.
Exactly.
They pick your enemy to judge you and shit. I can dig it.
I picked my enemy to judge me, literally, and I still whooped their ass. So what are you mad about,
man? I ain't been on this shit for months. And when I left this joint, them niggas was beefing heavy.
This nigga mad because he lost a debate on Bigo. Go fight your.
Nah, it's always the same thing though. You know, niggas be talking about, like, my thing is this: it don't matter who judging. When you come with that raw fact, you come with the raw fact. When you come with information and it's backed up, the qualify themselves. Niggas don't need judges. If I come out and spit some bars and annihilate you, fuck what the judge is saying. The crowd finna go nuts. You heard?
Exactly. And here's the kicker, right? Look, the comment said Chola even voted for him. So it's like, bro, you lost because I whooped your ass. That's that. Now you want to blame the host, disrespect Swan, all that bullshit, but you're a Muslim, right? This about your old lady. You know what's funny? I think you're a pussy because you want to attack an old lady. You know,
I just came up here to play a song.
You know what I mean? Tiffany, he didn't want to, Tiffany. He had it for 2 weeks or a week and a half. He didn't want to. Everybody knew that. But you want to keep talking about an old lady who's helping you.
He said a Muslim who prayed with dogs. Lord,
that's Visa.
Dogs ain't even in the house, God. Period.
But you know, here's a kicker, man. A sore loser. I'm glad they showed your colors today, your true colors today. You know, King Knowledge actually noticed I was gonna. He actually said in fact I was gonna beat you today. And truth be told, Visa, most people knew I was gonna beat you, bro. And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro. You know, this is like not even a competition. And on Bigo, because it's biased, because people either like or don't like you, I still won. Now imagine if this was on a greater platform. You have no chance against me, son. Period. Point blank. And next time we debate, it's going to be about Islam itself, and I'm going to beat you in your own religion, sir. So, you know, he knew nothing about Voodoo to be able to counteract me. You know what I mean? I'm going to destroy you on your own shit. I don't care if you're on your panel or whatever. You know what I mean?
But my thing
it doesn't matter only or not.
Why kids keep talking about the judges? Like, what about your information? What about what you spit?
That's what matters. Yeah, exactly. That's what we judge.
He had no information was valid. If you're dealing with somebody that doesn't believe in religion and says that you're sermoning for a religious debate,
name me one fact.
I came for a religious debate, and
one of the judges didn't
like me talking about my religion in a passionate way when this is literally what you come to do.
All right, I'll tell you what, Visa. Do you want to debate me on Islam?
What do you want? What do you
Do you want to debate me on Islam?
And then you type it in the comments. Your comments. How you gonna have she's unprofessional. Typing in her comments inside of the comments.
It's the Queen. You did a good job. Shout out to the judges. Do you want to debate me on Islam?
Because some 6-year-old lady
I don't feel like I won. Everybody knew I won. Everybody knew I won.
Muslim, disrespect women out of nowhere for no reason.
Exactly.
Nigga, I don't give a damn what you talking about.
It don't matter what I'm talking about.
What you talking about? Disrespect because she's an old lady.
Queen, if I drop, keep my
disrespect God. Like, what you talking about?
Oh, shout out to Rep too, by the way. He did a good job. Let me tell you something, Visa. I'll debate you on Islam.
Rep, he probably took a nap.
Hold on, JMO, why he doesn't want to? JMO, why he don't want to answer this question?
I came in here being nice to you.
Oh my God!
And then you wanted to talk crazy to me. It's fine.
Do you want to debate on Islam? Yes or no? Yes.
That was the original discussion.
That was not the original thing.
And then you niggas want to switch it to the effect on the black community.
All right,
you
let me get the mute,
the
please.
actual topic.
Well, let me get a mute. You're a liar.
Crazy.
You're a liar.
You
let me get the mute, please. Can we mute him? Can we mute him? You're a liar. Guys, is the Queen, I don't know if she wants to screen share. Somebody's background. Yo, box number 9, what's up, man? Hello? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, listen. Yeah, fuck out of here. Listen, you know, she's beautiful, by the way. I'm not dissing your mom because she's a beautiful girl. But let me say this real quick. Guys, Spider, It's the Queen, Swan, JMO, Rep, Chola, and I. We could all screen share and show you how long we've had this shit, the flyer, in the rules in our inbox. You are a liar to say you didn't know what the topic was. You're lying. The first debate we were supposed to have was on Kenzo's panel with a mugger. That was the original topic then. That was months ago.
That was a long ass time ago, too.
Yeah, and when I left, everybody criticized me. What did I say? I said, you know what? Yeah, I fucked up. Guess what I did, by the way? Tomo? First time I got up here, as soon as I got up here, I apologized to everybody about the first panel where I left. Where's your humility, bro? You have no humility. Period, point blank. So I'll tell you what you're going to do, Visa. You pick a topic next time. Because you knew what the topic was for months. You are a liar. Stop the cap, bro.
Just imagine the attributes. Just imagine the 99 attributes.
You picked the topic. You picked your moderator.
You agreed to
judges.
It's like, what do you mean? I picked my enemy as a judge.
But
Man,
do
you a
it
bitch
really
to me,
matter
man.
though who the
I can't
judge
argue
is?
with a nigga. He's a bitch to me,
absolutely
bro.
matters
Coming
if
with
you
the
picking
facts
the
or you
moderator,
not.
the topic, and the judges.
Like in real life, I slap the shit out you, bro. Like I actually have a record for beating up niggas, man. I really slap the fuck out of you, bro. You piss me off. You're a
Listen,
bitch.
Hey,
dude, if
Dead
you
ass,
feel
man.
like
No, I'm dead
you
ass.
could beat the nigga that
I'm
goes to
dead
the
ass.
gym 6 days a week,
I
then go
will beat the
ahead.
shit out you, bro. I don't give a
Go
fuck
ahead.
about winning or losing. I will slap you
Go
first.
ahead. Then that's fine.
Pussy ass nigga, man. You lost. Stop complaining, hoe ass
Meet
nigga.
me at my Jiu-Jitsu Academy. I'll be there at 11:30
Where's the
every
Jiu-Jitsu
fucking
Academy
day
at?
of the
Where's
week.
it at? Where's it at? Where's it at?
Jiu-Jitsu Academy.
Okay.
I will
All right,
be
cool.
there at
No problem.
11:30
No
every
problem.
day of
Can
the
we
week.
please get back to the debate? So, Visa, are
Ain't
you
no
saying you
debate. The
don't want
nigga
to
lost.
debate him no
Spider,
more?
you pissing me off. The nigga lost,
Do you
man.
not
The fuck? Like,
understand
stop
if
giving him a
somebody
bone.
is picking every single aspect
Bitch ass
of the
nigga lost,
debate?
man.
The
I ain't
only
want to
thing
fight
I
this shit.
did,
but
Spider,
what
you
that got
was
to
lost.
do
just
with the
something that was
facts,
just like,
G? What the fuck
Come on,
that got to
man.
do with the
Bitch ass
facts?
nigga, you lost.
Everybody can go back and look at
what
what was
does it have
said
to do with
and
the fact I
determine.
get
Thank you,
muted by the
Tiffany.
moderator in the what do you not understand this?
Who muted you, bro? Until after when you complaining until you lost
The
and ran like a hoe.
moderator. You
I'm
use
going
my
to the
face
store.
to get
Man, let
people
me
to
put on
come
my.
to your
If my
room to
phone
mute
dies,
me.
if it dies, it's a queen. I'll be back. This guy's a loser, man. I can't deal with you, bro. You lost, bro.
Where
This
this
shit is
nigga at,
crazy.
B? Where he at? This is the website. Where he at?
Right? Yeah, exactly.
That's what
Talking
I'm
about
trying to
jujitsu.
figure out. I'm
Don't even
there.
go there
Hold
with him,
on.
Tone, because I know that's not even a fair fight between you and him in
I've been doing
physical
this
real
for
life,
20
bro.
years. I'm looking
What's wrong with you,
myself.
nigga? You lost and you lost. Now you want to fight niggas? You want to beat up an old woman? You want to fight? You a
Oh,
pussy to me,
you're
man.
the one
I
that
slap
got
the shit out you, bro.
aggressive, you big back bitch. That was you.
I am. And this big back
That
bitch
was you. That was you. Said I'm
will
gonna
stalk
slap you
your
in
ass.
real life.
Stop with
Yeah,
the
I
You're
big
the
will.
one
back.
that
It
wanted to
sound
get
like
aggressive.
overset.
What's the next word?
Right, big back this, big back that. Nigga, when I'm
It
done with
was
you, you're really
you
going to
that
be
got
twerking on the wall.
scary. It was you that
By the
wanted
time
to
I'm
go ahead
no,
and
you
put your
ran.
hands on
You ran and you
somebody.
lost.
You ain't about to do a
Listen,
goddamn
maybe
thing.
I'm violent. Maybe I'm violent. Maybe I'm too violent for you, right, Muslim guy? But I'll tell you something. By the time I'm done with you, you're going to be twerking really for real upside down on the wall. Fuck out of here, man. What's wrong with
You
you, man?
got your people in the comments. I got a whole
I got
live
my
over
people.
here.
So, oh, Lord. So why you didn't
It's
bring them,
like
bro?
it's just ridiculous. But it's
I know.
fun.
It's
When you
ridiculous.
want to
I know it is
actually have
fun.
a fair contest, it's not
Let me know
judged by
when.
an old lady, then maybe
Okay.
we can have something going. It's like
Right.
you would think
You
that
know
you
the
would at
crazy
least
thing
thought
about
that
you?
you would pick
Now, mind
somebody.
you,
Like maybe you would have picked Tanya or somebody. But it's like
you would have still lost. Tanya voted for me in the comments. You would have still lost.
Didn't you
That's
argue
fine.
with Tanya the last one?
All I see is white
Exactly.
boys and girls at this gym. Hold on.
This nigga's a little girl, man. Stop playing with me, bro. You lost, my nigga. I could have picked Tiffany. You would have lost. Matter of fact, I
I
could have
don't see
picked your
this brother
admin. You would have
in
lost.
one picture at this gym. Hold on.
But he at the gym all the time, man. Nigga, you a drug addict who comes on here and uses a beautiful religion like Islam to make money. You're a scam artist. You're scamming souls,
That's a
dumbass.
hypocrite. The brother's a hypocrite, period.
Fuck you got going on? You thought you was gonna win, and I didn't even go personal with you. See, here's the thing, Visa. People could see my flaws, but your ass, bro.
So
You're
you
only
puffed
popular
up
on
because
here.
the old lady voted for you?
No,
You
I'm
feeling
puffed up
yourself.
because you're disrespecting
No,
the
you're
old
feeling
lady. That I
yourself.
want to
You're
defend the
feeling
old lady.
yourself.
I
You're
want to
Hey, it
defend the
was
old
absolutely
lady.
feeling
recorded?
yourself.
Hey, it was recorded or
Yeah.
no?
It's the queen said
It's
it was
like
recorded. Yeah,
you
I want to defend the
absolutely
old
feeling
lady.
yourself. To
I
think
would
that
have
you just
defended
sitting
Cholo
over
or Game
here
No Two
that
if you attacked him.
intellectual is just crazy.
You
It's
lost,
like
nigga.
what?
Hey, yo, it's the
This,
queen. Where can we get the video? I'm done talking to
this
you.
is based on you and your setup.
Okay.
It's like it's
Where can we get the video,
I'm
Tone?
looking.
I'm
Hold
getting
on,
Here's
hold
what
judged
I'm
by
on.
some
seeing
lady.
right now.
Visa, be
Hold
quiet,
on
Visa.
real quick, y'all. As of right now, we're gonna get I have to talk with Rep because he's the one recording, but we'll definitely have
Thank
the
you.
video out very soon.
Thank you. You keep disrespecting this
And can we
woman.
stop calling her? Can we stop, old lady?
It's not we, it's him. It's not we, it's him. It's
Yeah,
him. Now, here's
got it.
Visa.
Yeah.
Everybody on here saw that you lost. The judges voted in my favor for the most part. You lost. The audience voted you lost. And now you're unhinged because you lost. Visa, you're not going to defeat me. You thinking I'm just a troll on this app. No, sir. I troll because I want to. All right? Stop the cap. Now, I will debate you, since you lost this debate, I'll debate you on your version of Islam versus the real Islam.
Hello.
How do you want to do it? Osiru, you think that's a good debate, Osiru?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I'll debate you on your Islam versus real Islam. Visa Christ? Yes or no? Because you knew nothing about Voodoo, so that was really unfair for you. Because unlike you, I read multiple books. So So you want to do it
The
yourself?
fact that I'm somewhere where I get muted by your fucking whack ass big back bitches is crazy. Fuck you, fuck your panel, fuck this bitch, fuck the old bitch, fuck the new
so
bitch.
Then he lost his mind. He lost control. Then you left.
Could you imagine a Muslim speaking like that, brother? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
that's
You know what it is though?
insane, bro.
You know what it is? It's because his ass lost.
I'm looking at Detroit Jiu-Jitsu Academy right now. I don't see one picture. I see all white boys, a couple Spanish dudes, and a bunch of white women.
Big back.
Oh my God.
Well, why is she doing that? Here's the thing, man. Go cry in the corner. Go cry in the car. Go.
The cold, like when the little bitches come up here and what are we doing?
Go cry and go beat up another Muslim woman on here.
Hey, it's
all right. Go scam another Muslim woman on here. Go take Tiffany's money when she put her hard-earned work into trying to help you build your fucking shit. My bad, Tiff. I don't even put your name in it, but I'm just saying that's just one example. Why don't you pay her back and then we could debate? How about that? You see, I scammed in real life. You're scamming people on Bigo that actually trust you. So why don't you give Tiffany back her money and then we'll debate, bitch ass nigga. Matter of fact, when we debate about Islam, I'm gonna ask you: is it okay to scam in Islam? Because see, I'm not a Muslim, right? And I just scam. But the question is, are you allowed to scam in Islam? And oh, by the way, is it okay to, give head to trannies while you're drunk in Islam? Because, we do have the video, sir, of you giving head to a tranny and then apologize saying, I didn't know it was a tranny, I was drunk. Are Muslims supposed to be drunk? What's going on here? Make it fucking make sense, weirdo.
Who is he talking to?
Actually, no, is a queen. Can you help me with Bradley? I want to debate Bradley. Because Bradley, I believe, is anti-black.
Here we go.
You want to do it, Bradley? Yes or no?
Here we fucking go. Who was the person he was talking about? That's what I want to know.
I was talking about Visa, a.k.a. Visa Christ, Dr. Visa, a.k.a. the Messiah. Shout out to Napoki and Super Diamond. Your Messiah lost today badly. So, I'm just saying. In Spider, you know I was going to beat that nigga already. Come on, Spider, stop playing. You know I was going to whoop his ass.
Well, you know what I did think? I didn't think that she wouldn't win. I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know who might win, right? Because here's the thing. If anybody knows me on this app, y'all know I care about the debates. That's my number one thing, right? And so I wanted to see, like I said before the debate, who's gonna bring out substantiation. What you did, Cool Nation, is you named a lot of things that were substantial. So you named some shit. You said, oh, like back in this and this and that about a time, and this happened, and then like this happened when that happened, and then like Rep had looked up the stuff, and he said he'd been looking up, and everything was fact checked, so he never interrupted. But I already know when you was bringing out those facts, you already knew the facts, so you was just saying them. You didn't need to share the screen, right? Whereas our brother Visa, he did not have that same type of reference point. So when you don't have the reference points, that's what it is for me. We got my ex-brother, what's it called? Excommunicated brother Osaru on the panel. What does he always say? Substantiation. That's key.
Substantiate your claims. Facts.
Yeah, when you substantiate it, there is no more argument. Now, presentation is key. How you bring it to us, yeah. But if you bringing us a presentation with substantiation and you got these reference points, who can argue you? So now, what it was, and that's what Swan said is, nigga, you giving us your opinion, and one nigga is giving us reference points, and he's giving us facts. And that alone means that you're going to win. What I expected from Visa is more reference points. What I expected from Visa is more statements that was going to be able to give us something to look up, and then we could say, this nigga. But on that second ending of that last round, he did come through with more, like some of the brothers on the panel said. That second last round part before he gave up, he was smacking you. And that's when I was like, okay, this shit's getting good. Because he's coming back and he was trying to smack you back. But then he kind of cringed up and he gave up. But like I said, I wanted that Visa that he gave us that last time to be the Visa throughout the whole debate. And if we would have got that Visa,
I know this though. There was a good debate, but if Is Queen try to do Master Slim like she just did Visa, the business family gonna raise motherfucking hell. We gonna knock out Spider. We gonna knock out Preparation.
He started disrespecting.
We coming hard, nigga. We not playing this shit. Master Slim is gonna whoop Tanya. In this battle round, it's gonna be
Who's going
easy
on which? Okay,
victory.
who's representing what side? Tanya or Masterson? What are they representing? Is one representing? I know, but I'm saying
Tanya
what
is
are they representing?
representing. Tanya is arguing that '90s gangster rap was bad for the black
Black
community,
community.
and
Okay.
yes, and Elder Slim is arguing that it wasn't. So
Oh,
it should be a good
that's gonna
one.
be a good debate. It's gonna be a good debate.
Mhm.
Okay, that's gonna be a good debate. Yeah, that's gonna be a great debate actually. Hopefully, I know Elder Slim is a gentleman, so he's not gonna be calling people big backs and bitches and all the other bullshit. You know what I mean? That man did not think. Man, listen, for the person that messaged me that comment, I don't see how he smacked me on the second round. He got the last word, like Chola said. He snuck one in real quick because I didn't get to rebuttal his ass. But dude, listen, third round was gonna be an absolute nightmare for him. That's why I kept saying because I kept saying, dude, there's some things I was about to bring up that I'm not gonna bring up now because just in case we do the debate again. But third round, he's gonna get obliterated, bro. People don't understand. You know, I started doing debates on JMO's panel, and then JMO come on my panel to do debates. Like I'm a vet at this shit. Y'all forgot when Divine
All
had me and
facts.
Chola's picture debating all of Beagle? She had me and Chola debating all of Beagle. It was even unfair a competition. Like make it make sense, bro. So like
And you want
this is what I
you want to
do.
know what else is funny, cool, right? You know who you said like, I'm gonna debate you in your own religion. You
Yeah.
know who G Money is on here, right?
Well, I remember you beat him. I remember you smacked the shit out of him on
I
that shit.
was saying shit now. You know what I'm saying?
And then what happened? He turned to
I beat this
violence.
nigga in his own
He turned to
religion.
violence. Yeah, he turned to violence. He wanted to fight you and kill you and all the other bullshit because he lost.
Yeah. Well, in order for him to kill me, he got to take them gloves off where he scrubbed them toilets over in Saudi Arabia.
Mm-hmm.
So he got to do that shit first. No,
And
yeah.
here's my thing, bro. I. Anyways, listen, bro. Y'all need to stop underestimating Cool and Haitian, man. I'm not. See, they don't come to the panels when I'm really like talking, speaking facts. They just watch troll moves. The man lost, bro. Here's point blank. I want to debate King Knowledge on a black woman is God or not. I really that right there was like.
Hey, that'll be lit. You need to go holler at him about that.
Yeah,
I
I been
support
He
said
it.
said
Cool
yes.
I
ain't
don't
no
like him,
slouch, man. I said
but
don't
I
sleep on
support that
Cool
shit.
and shit. He ain't no
I want
slouch.
all the heavy.
The
I want
fuck?
you and Troller to go. I want you and Troller to go. I want because
I don't mind.
I'm no shade to the newcomers, but they ass don't know how to debate. That shit's starting to get lame as hell. So I would like to see all the heavy hitters come back out. We ain't gonna be on no biased panel. Y'all already know what it's giving. Its Queen is very neutral. I love the way she's running these debates. Give it up to the sister, and we need more
She did a
brothers and
good
sisters
job.
to debate.
Yes,
Because I
absolutely.
And
want
here's the
Its
thing,
Queen to
Spider.
debate some people. What's
And
up,
here's the
baby?
thing, Spider. To add to your point, Mama, she did a good job. The only reason he started getting muted is because he started disrespecting the people on the panel. And she's like, bro, stop disrespecting. After like the 11th time, then you get muted because then you started bowing out. He's like, well, why do I need to go a third round if I was the first two rounds? I don't know. Go out like a man with some dignity. The third round was going to be, because the second round, since, people would say, oh, he smacked you in the end, I was going to say, okay, no problem. I was going to destroy him in the third round. And by the way, this is the art to debating. You let your opponent go first. It's like rap battles. When it was my turn to go first, I said, no, he can go. There's a reason for that. You know what I mean? So.
Well, congratulations, man. You did your thing, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah,
But King Knowledge already said he would debate me as long as we keep the personals out between me and him, which is, I think, very fair. The only reason why I brought some stuff about Visa is because he kept disrespecting Swan. And I'm like, you know what? Hold on. Since you want to be a bully, let me remind you of our situation. So I just had to kind of like, throw some things out on him.
The public service announcement here, people, is that Swan is not going through no rodeo with y'all people. I said what I said. That's it. You said what you said. That's the fuck it. I'm done. So
By the way,
now,
Swan,
because
did I
you're
pick you
hurt.
as a judge? I didn't pick you as a judge. He kept saying I picked you.
And now that you're hurt, they want the Swanster to sit here and listen to them cry. No, you have to go and find your support group and have them listen to you bitch about the Swanster. I'm not there for you. I'm not there to help you heal
The
at all.
Swanster.
I say what I say. If you don't like it, oh fucking well. It's done. It's over. I felt like you wasn't bringing the facts. I felt like the dots wasn't connecting. So I felt like you were saying having to come to Muhammad, come to Jesus moment, and it wasn't working for me. And now
Shout out
they're
to you,
mad.
Rep, by
Fuck
the way,
out of
for
here.
those words. Rep was keeping it real. Shout out to you, by the way. It is what it is, man. You know, I mean, it doesn't get more fair than that. I picked my quote unquote enemy on the app to to judge me, and you still lost. So why are you mad at me for, bro? Have better presentation. Next time you talk about Islam, bring your facts. Because here's the kicker. I'm gonna be honest with you. There are some good that was done by Islam in the black community. I just wasn't gonna help him out in this debate. Yeah.
And the next
I
thing
wasn't
is
gonna
he
help him
don't
out.
want to go through it. Visa don't want to go through it. Talking about something what you know about Islam, nigga. I will have you sitting there running around in circles trying to prove your shit. I'm the one. I'm the wrong one on here to be talking about what the fuck do I know? No, nigga. What can you prove about your shit that you follow?
You
What
know
can
the
you?
crazy
That's
thing
how
though, Swan?
Swan comes out differently
You
from
know the
the
crazy thing
gate.
though, Swan?
Prove your shit. Yeah.
You know the crazy thing is he has way more fans than me. More people hate me than they hate him, for sure. And yet, and I picked Chola to be the judge, who is my quote unquote natural enemy on this app, like yin and yang, and I still beat you by a landslide. And you still bitching on a debate? He had 2 weeks to prepare for his debate. He lost. Now he wants to attack everybody on the panel. Visa, you're never going to be able to beat me because you're not logical, sir. When I stop trolling and I get for real, it's a very hard, it's not easy, bro. So go prepare. I know you're in the window. Go prepare. Next time you come around, do a better job, and Cool and Haitian won't smack the fuck out of you like I did today. That's a very simple thing. Without having to curse you out, without having to disrespect you, just straight facts, period. And I picked a topic that most people look as a bad thing. I picked voodoo. Most people think voodoo is horrible. It's gonna be posted on your channel. Is that your YouTube channel, Rep? Robo 22. Is that the YouTube channel?
Robo 22.
Yes, sir. All right, bet. Okay. You know what I mean? Take this long. I hope you guys kept the part where he kept bitching in the end too. By the way. And guess what I'm gonna do? If you give me permission, Rep, I'm gonna be able to. Thank you. I'm gonna post that shit all over the place. Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. I want people to see this shit. You know what I mean? Because here's the kicker, bro. Yeah. And believe you me, I'm about to listen, bro. Listen. Prodigal Son, spelled SQN, by the way, is literally about my life. The ups, the downs, the good, the bad. Sir, you can't expose me more than Channel 7, 10, and 4. You can't expose me more than a Divine or Cholo. So that doesn't work against a guy like me. Right? So that's not going to work. But when I expose you, it's a problem. Because I know who Visa is, for real. Name, address, all that. But I didn't want to go there with him, you know what I'm saying? Stop living a lie, bro. Fuck out of here. Until he pays Tiffany back the rest of the money that he owes her, no. Oh yeah, Rep, I'm dead ass. J-Mo will tell you, Swan will tell you, Spider will tell you, people that know me for a long time will tell you, I don't cap about what I know about somebody. But I'm trying to change and be a better person, so I'm not trying to go there. But he pissed me off in the end because he kept bitching and disrespecting Swan. Like, bro, you try to pick a woman. He didn't disrespect J-Mo or Cholo. He would have got his ass handed to him. But he wanted to disrespect Swan, though. And then disrespect Izza Queen. Because you lost? That to me is a coward. See, me, when I talk shit, all parts are involved. Men, women, unfortunately children, race. I go everywhere. You know what I mean? I don't pick and choose my enemies, bro. Fuck out of here.
Well, I mean, it was good for the most part. I guess people kind of expected it to kind of go off the rails earlier than that. But, I mean, he held on for the most part. I mean, it was, it wasn't inconceivable. It just was, he was in an uphill position after the second round. So the third round, he probably would have had to, do some other shit to try to gain them points back. Because it was a significant, especially like I said, in the first round. first round is like I said, maybe like what's the name say, didn't take it serious. But then once you punched him in the mouth and shit, I'm like, oh shit. Like, Cool came out swinging from the rip. And then, like you said, he got the facts and, Rep up there substantiating a lot of this. And I'm pretty sure if he would have said something that was wrong, then Rep would have been like, oh, man, nah, man, we don't know about X, Y, Z. That didn't happen. So, I mean, it was a bit of a landslide. And you see what I'm saying, Rep? Like, yeah. So it was kind of an uphill battle from that point.
Well, with that being said, thank y'all for participating, at least. It was very entertaining, nonetheless. I learned a lot from you tonight, Cool. Visa came through with his information as well, but it was more on the spiritual side. But, I don't know much about Islam, so I could say I learned a lot about stuff from him, too. But thank y'all for listening. Definitely stop by Spider's panel. She about to do a panel with J-Mo, right?
Yeah, I think she said she wanted me to go over there.
Yeah, recapping the debate. I'm definitely going to slide through there, but I'm definitely ending this one. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Happy Labor Day.
Absolutely.